today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Your bathroom doesn't have to be completely remodeled to make a big difference. Sometimes, all it takes is one easy upgrade, like a custom glass shower door from Capital Glass and Shower Doors. A new shower door can transform your bathroom with a clean, modern, completely new look. From the initial design through the final installation, Capital Glass delivers a high quality and a best-in-class experience. Stop by their new showroom in St. Augustine near the Outlet Mall or visit capcoglass.com. CAPCO glass.com.
What if the next roof you put on your home was the last one? Not another replacement in 15 or 20 years, the last roof. Metlock Roofing is Florida's only manufacturer and installer of this exclusive roofing system. Engineered for strength, built for Florida weather, backed by a lifetime warranty. Imagine never needing another roof. Call 938-9933 or visit metlokroofing.com. Get your last roof today with Metlock. License number CCC 1335581.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Coogan Nation, time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine! Googans, go time on a Wednesday morning. It's a hump day, stump day, and you are listening to The Drill. We got all your Wednesday faves. That includes Get Smart John. That's coming up in a little over an hour or so. RJ, eat some brain food between now and 7:15. All right, between now and 7:30, we got to get that brain energized and clicking. We need all the help we can get. ET is going to blitz the bank again this morning, correct? Yeah, we got one more day of ET out and about. 7 o'clock hour, 8 o'clock hour. He's got the tickets, and you got the time. Swing by and get them as we continue to get ready for the Jaguars season. It really ramps up later this week when they try. Well, I say later this week. Shoot, tomorrow. When they have the joint practice with the Saints. Let me give you a little preview of the negative storyline that's going to come out of the joint workouts. It's a perfect storm right now. Now, I don't know what the Saints defensive line looks like. I haven't gotten that far yet. But I know what the Jaguars run defense is all about. They were number one in the league a year ago. So we've got training camp practice yesterday. We bid adieu to camp. Sure enjoyed our time down at the stadium, and again, just a VIP list of guests that we were able to get for you live. But they continued practice after the show yesterday, and as far as the offensive side of the ball, and one part in particular, it didn't go well. Liam Coen, what did you see out there this morning?
Yeah, I thought the defense came out with more energy and better mindset and mentality. I thought the offensive skill players, obviously, and some of the pass game stuff was good, but they kind of took the fight to us, to the offense in the run game today. I thought they did. Albert Regis had a better day. Armstead showed up again. When those guys are coming off the rock and setting edges like they've been, whether it's on the perimeter or inside. I mean, we're the number one run defense in the NFL. So it's like, it's not going to always be perfect. You're expecting the defense to do some good things, even though it pisses me off at times.
Okay, you heard him slide it in there. It was a rough day for the running game yesterday. So we're going to have and by the way, it was the perfect, or in this case, imperfect storm right now down there. They got 5 offensive linemen that were out yesterday. And 3 or 4 of those dudes are starter quality. So you've got a mixed match of offensive linemen going against a defensive line that's got its ears pinned back. They're already good against the run. You got a couple, you got a vet in Eric Armstead who is perked up a little bit, battled through some injuries, got off to a good start. Man, a healthy year from Eric Armstead would do a lot for this team. It's a veteran presence in there. It's a guy who has been in the biggest wars as the San Francisco 49ers, so he's played well. Devon Hamilton, no one has done anything to tamp down the excitement of his continued growth. They were number one, again, against the run last year. And we've talked about some of the variables that can go into winning a stat like that. Beating the hockey sticks out of teams down the stretch and forcing them into a pass game probably had at least a little bit to do with that. But yesterday, that imperfect storm, as it were, played out. And you heard Liam reference. And by the way, the defense still had its moments. But the passing game is clicking. And as much as they want to run the football, and as much as that was, quote, an off-season directive, it's got to be more than words and a mentality. You got to now look. They have had their moments. Like we've talked about Chris Rodriguez's ability to finish past that first contact and turn maybe what would have been a 2-yard run into a 4-yard run, and it matters. When we had Liam on with us live at camp, he said, "Man, I felt like I was in a nightmare last year. 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8. 3rd and 8, they just couldn't get the kind of yardage in the run game early down to get them in a groove. And the offense found its groove really last year for the most part in the pass game. That was the explosive part of the offense. And to be a championship level team, you got to at least be able to rely. Look at Seattle, last year's champs. Had the offensive player of the year in Jackson Smith-Njigba. What does he play? Receiver. Obviously, the passing game was clicking for the Seattle Seahawks last year and a part of their explosive ability. But when it came down to it, what carried the Seattle Seahawks to their Super Bowl championship? Kenneth Walker in the run game. You got to have it. You might have to have it every 17, but boy, those last 2 or 3 or 4, however many you play, you better have it. So that continues to be a work in progress. And with the offensive line injuries, it's very possible that a narrative out of tomorrow's workouts will be the Jag run game really struggling to find itself. We'll see. We'll also get a good indication of even these backup offensive linemen who they're going against here. It will speak well for the Jaguars defensive line if they are able to produce a push against the Saints to get the run game in balance. Liam Coen let the cat out of the bag. It's basically going to be starters primarily in the joint practices. The controlled, physical, faster-paced environment. They're going to put their A-listers out there and get them ready. And when it comes time for the preseason game, it's a practice game. And that goes beyond the player personnel. And I don't think it's a trivial. It's not like somebody won a promotion for the offensive coordinator to actually call the plays in the game. But here in Jacksonville, the way the model is, Liam Coen is the play caller. Grant Udinski is a big part of the game plan all week long and in game, but its play calling duties are down to Liam Coen, the head coach. Well, Udinski, it was kind of announced over the weekend, will get the ability to call the plays in the preseason games. Just one more, at least small resume item for him. Another successful year for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and both those coordinators are going to be hot properties in next year's wave of coaching searches. But the starters will get the front line effort in the joint practices, and the backups and the roster battlers will play for the most part, at least in the first preseason game. I would suspect, just from the standpoint of logistics, that the starters would play a series here in one of the preseason games, a dress rehearsal. Those decisions haven't been announced at this point. But if I had to guess as to exactly how it would play out, I would think that the starters, including the starting offense, to get out there for a series or two in one of those 2 preseason games, depending on which one they choose. We finally had the formula down for preseason football when it was a 4-game preseason. The starters would play a lot in game 3, even relatively recently, and then wouldn't play it all in game 4. And now it's almost become... because these joint practices are happening everywhere. There were like 5 or 6 of them yesterday I'm reading news and notes from. Whatever your preseason opponent is, you go there a couple days early, you joint practice, you get your starters some work, and then I would imagine most will follow suit with what the Jaguars are doing. I have seen some teams, I've seen the list of some teams that will play their starters in the preseason opener, but play is a relative word. How much and how long remains to be seen, but we do know from the Jaguars. So I guess you can derive at least this. And by the way, when he says he's going to sit the starters, if there are roster starting battles, I imagine both of those guys would be sitting. So I don't know if we can necessarily draw any conclusions of, I see that whoever. Pick a guy. There's on that defensive side of the ball, you could argue there's about 14 dudes going for those 11 spots. There and 16 or 17 shooting for those 14 spots where you really get a lot of rotation through. So, and more from the Jaguars yesterday after camp, and we'll share some of that with you. Jakobi Meyers was on yesterday with Jaguars Today. If you weren't able to hear some of that, I'd like to share some of his thoughts. We have a really interesting dynamic in that receiver group, and we'll get a little more into that when we hear from Jakobi Meyers coming up in just a little bit. We had some kind of local sports fans news, I guess would be a good way to describe it. The college basketball schedules, I've kind of leaked out, and we thought we had known for the most part what the full and entire schedules were, and then we learned yesterday with an announcement that has to do with Jacksonville that the Gators' schedule wasn't complete and official and stamped until yesterday, and now that stamp will include a trip here to Jacksonville for the third straight year. Florida will take on Grand Canyon University, and before you snicker, Grand Canyon is one of those teams that's using that NIL, and I don't know. They may have made one basketball tournament, in fact. They may have won whatever conference tournament they were in advance. So this isn't exactly a complete pushover. But let's see, Florida beat USF? I think that was the season opener here a couple of years ago. They beat the Canes here in Jacksonville last season. And now it will be Florida and Grand Canyon. It's a Friday night game. I like that. I think it gives everybody the opinion. I would expect a sellout. December 18th for the most part. Kids are out of school. People are in holiday mode. It's a great time of year to get downtown. The Jaguar season has been played. I think there's a bit, I sense this, and I get it. I sense there's a bit of intimidation about going downtown right now with all that construction. I kind of sense that. I think people are wary about committing to the Jaguars football season because they think look, it'll be buttoned up. Logistically, it's because don't forget, you're going to have way less people going to Jaguars games as well because of the construction. But you're not going to have to, walk around a 4-mile circle to make your way in. They'll have it in a good spot for you. And point being, by the time we get to December and that Florida matchup, there would have been a lot of downtown traffic in that previous 4 or 5 months. So good to see the Gators make a stop here. In fact, Florida also announced another game yesterday. They're going to play, I believe it's in Orlando, against Georgia Tech. Might have to take Holmes down for that one. I got Georgia Tech grads in my family, both my dad and my brother. But Florida and Tech haven't played since I was a student in Gainesville. And I remember that game. I went to Florida Georgia Tech basketball fan. Basketball and college basketball was my favorite sport when I was in high school. Like, that's what I was into, college hoops. And Georgia Tech, when I was in high school, was just starting their rise with Bobby Crimmins and Mark Price and just, a ton of NBA-level talent. And so they were just coming off runs to, like, the Elite Eight and were still, a really good basketball school. I mean, when they came down in Florida, beat them, they had Tom Hammonds. They had, I think, still Dwayne Farrell. They had Craig Neal was a guard for them, but I digress. Anyway, that was Livingston Chapman's freshman year. Any Gator fans out here remember that basketball game back in the late 80s? Probably would have been about, 87. And Georgia Tech came to Gainesville. Florida beat them. Chapman had maybe his best game as a Gator. It was early in his freshman year. That guy was a good basketball player, and those knees just did not want to cooperate. But I digress. That's the last time Florida and Tech have hooked up in basketball. That'll be in Orlando, and here in Jacksonville, it will be Florida and Grand Canyon University. All right, let's take our first time out. We got a lot to get through and around today. I'm assuming we got the Murphy Power Hour. I do not know that for sure. Shocker, right? For all you early morning risers on Wednesday, what do you know? Processors hadn't confirmed whether we got Murph today, but we saw Murph downtown yesterday, so I would suspect that we'll get Daniel in studio, and boy, lots of good baseball conversation right now. I mean, it is time to hit the turbo. We're in the middle of August, man. The season's going to be over here in 5-6 weeks. So if you're going to make a run, it's time to make it. And meanwhile, those that are positioned already near the top are going to play keep away or try. Braves were able to beat the Mets last night, so it was a 4-0 shutout. I did see the Mets lead the Major League Baseball in being shut out. That was the 13th time that they had been shut out. Matt Olson has just been on fire for Atlanta. He had just like 36th home run last night. It was a shot too, and so the Braves, will try and take the series. The Mets have been a real thorn this year. They lead the overall series 7-5, so they've guaranteed season long. Of course, their season long will end when the season ends, and the Braves season long is going to continue. But I digress. Up and at 'em on a Wednesday. Thanks for being with us. The text line is open, designed by Lifetime Enclosures, 904-641-1010. I've got more from Jags camp. Got college football news and notes. All that and more when we continue on The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Rule number 1, no bashing the Jags in the kitchen.
Rule number 2, no SEC debates at the dinner table.
Rule number 3, if you touch my fantasy lineup, you're evicted.
3 roommates, 1 sports obsession. Helmets and heels. Weekdays 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
I'm Alan Tyre with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners Bill Pappas and Kim Rimley want to thank all of our clients, CPAs, attorneys, bankers, and real estate agents who refer us business every day. If you're ready to purchase, build, or refinance your home, call Trustline Mortgage, your hometown mortgage source since 1989. Call us today at 904-381-LOAN, trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Trustline Mortgage, NMLS 331480. Alan Tyre, NMLS 246490. Bill Pappas, NMLS 218443. Ken Remley, NMLS 246445.
Surely, you've heard of John Osher.
That's obvious.
Find out what he's heard about your favorite football team.
Is there anything else we need to know?
Listen for Jacksonville's senior writer weekdays on 1010XL. Served up by Twin Peaks.
An accident with a big truck can change everything in a matter of seconds. Medical bills start piling up, you're missing work, and the trucking company's lawyers, they get to work immediately. That's why you need a law firm that moves just as fast. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, we fight for truck accident victims, digging into the details and holding negligent drivers and their trucking companies accountable. We don't get paid unless you do. Big trucks have big lawyers. You need a stronger fighter. Campione Law. Visit CampioneLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, visit AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex repairs, AA Automotive is a full-service repair shop for personal and commercial fleet vehicles. Trust AA to keep your ride running A-OK.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today. Prosser here. You want to know 3 words you can live by? Job well done. Want to know 3 more? Custom Tree Surgeons. Those two go hand in hand. When summer storms come crashing through or hurricane winds start to blow, Custom Tree Surgeons is always on standby, doing it better than everyone else. No job too big or too small, and always job well done. With Custom Tree Surgeons, call Custom Tree Surgeons or visit them at CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy. So you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you. 1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Not really. It's never something I focus on too much. Obviously, if you do play, you want to play well, so you put everything into it so you can go out there and play good, clean football, and it's good practice for us. But to me, it's just taking it one day at a time. Like, we got practice still on Tuesday here, and then we're going to go do joint practice, and just trying to treat all those like game reps and get all these valuable reps that are good opportunities for us to learn and grow. And then when the game comes, if I play, then I'll go and do my best there too. But I try not to focus on it too much. It's not something that takes up too much space in my brain.
That's Trevor Lawrence on whether or not he plays in the preseason. He said it a little more delicately than Aaron Rodgers, whose eyes went about as big as saucers and saying just, these are practice games. And then said their value for some people. But, yeah, if he doesn't play at all, that would not be problem with him. But Trevor now knows that he won't play because Liam Coen has told the entire world. Meanwhile, it is the one area of the offense that continues to click. They're playing against a good defense with some ball hawks, man. Your offense is going to have some turnovers against those dudes. So you can't look at it. If your quarterback's getting picked, once a day, that ain't a terrible thing. Going against a really good defense that knows all the tricks and tendencies at this point. And so I would just say this. I don't do fantasy football leagues anymore where you get together and they're fun. Loved it. Did it for 30 years. Get together with the boys, have a draft, follow it all year. I'm telling you right now, man, Trevor Lawrence is getting underdrafted. I'm not saying he's the best quarterback in the league. I think Trevor will be a top 3 fantasy quarterback. I really do. I don't think he has arrived to the stature you can call him a top 3 quarterback overall. But fantasy quarterback, especially if he's going to. Where was Trevor last year, by the way? All you fantasy football players, probably top 5. But I know from just some other forms of fantasy football, he's getting picked 10th, 11th, 12th at the quarterback position. All right, y'all do you. But the reason you're so sky high on the pass game is this receiver room, man. I mean, it's like a candy store. And they got all flavors now too. They got the big, strong, athletic, deep threat and Brian Thomas Jr. They got the quick twitch, go get everything receiver in Parker Washington. They've got the unicorn that we really don't know for sure yet, and Travis Hunter waiting in the wings, and then the steadying influence of catch everything pretty much, Jakobi Meyers. It is just anything and everything you could want for your fantasy football quarterback to pile up numbers. And in this case, for the Jags, fantasy aside, pile up points and hopefully wins. I mean, Liam Coen on Parker Washington and his development, he kind of quipped that, I put Parker Washington. I trust this guy so much, I put him down as my emergency contact. I hope my wife's cool with that. I mean, they have got it all. Jakobi Meyers knows that. He says, man, there are a bunch of weapons in this receiver room. Says if you're sleeping on Travis Hunter, you're making a big mistake. Says he's happy. He doesn't have to carry the pass game. He is completely comfortable in his role. And says it is so easy to catch balls from 16.
I feel like he's very accurate.
I mean, he's accurate. He can pretty much tell you where he's trying to throw the ball. You just have to get to the spot, right? So he's accurate, and he throws a nice catchable ball as far as like the tempo of it. It's not too hard, but he can put it on you if you need to. But the timing of it is always pretty good, and he accurate. Like I said, like yeah, he's a fun one to play with.
All right, so the Jaguars travel. They'll have the joint practices tomorrow. We'll have all the details on that and how those go down. And the preseason opener comes Saturday. I believe it's an afternoon game. I believe it's Saturday afternoon, 4 o'clock kick on that one. And then they're back home for just a couple preseason games, and it's go time with a season opener against the Browns just around the corner. We're blitzing the bank, so you look for ET out and about this morning. We'll give you the clues starting at 7 o'clock for that first hour. And he's got a bunch of tickets, by the way. So, you don't just zip over there and the first dude shows up, gets 2. You got a satchel full of those bad boys. So we'll get that revved up again here in the 7 o'clock hour. Let's have a little fun with the college football season. I love the predictions, the prognostications. I mean, we're at least a week and in some cases more into full preps for the upcoming season. The college football season is going to kick off here, for some teams 2 weeks from Saturday. Within a month now, all of your faves are going to have taken the field for the first time. Enough intel, at least, for some college football playoff predictions. These from CBS Sports. This is, I'll remind you, another year of the 12-team playoff. It'll be 16 starting the next year. I don't know if that's even official yet, but that's coming. At the minimum 16, and there's some of these guys want to push to 24. We'll see. But with less than a month until pigskins fly, here is one projection from CBS Sports. Number 1 overall seed, this would have to be schedule-induced, I would think, Notre Dame. The second seed they have as the SEC champs. And right now, if you did a poll, that SEC race is up for grabs. There are good teams in Georgia and Texas and Ole Miss with Trinidad Chambliss. Texas A&M has got their quarterback and a lot back. And then there's the LSU factor with Lane Kiffin. But they have Georgia winning the SEC, the 2 seed. Ohio State, the Big Ten champ, is the 3 seed. Miami, I would think, without much competition, wins the ACC. They're the 4th seed. By the way, I'm looking down here at the 12. No other ACC teams in the field. Then you got SEC Texas. Texas Tech, the 6th seed, they say, winning what I think is going to be a competitive Big 12. Indiana, last year's champ, is the 7th seed. Ole Miss, there's another SEC at number 8. Oregon at number 9. Texas A&M and LSU, 2 more SEC teams at 10 and 11. And then Boise gets the top group of 16. That's that group that Dan Mullen, the former Gator coach, and UNLV are going to compete for. But that's no fun just telling you the 12. Let's just run through the bracket real quick. We'll head to break and we'll come back with more. Boise at Texas first round. Texas wins. LSU at number 6. Texas Tech. They got LSU in an upset. Texas A&M, the 10 seed at number 7. Indiana, winner Indiana. Oregon at Ole Miss, winner Ole Miss. On to the quarterfinals. Number 8, Ole Miss against number 1, Notre Dame, and Ole Miss. There's a lot to love about Notre Dame, a team I expect to go undefeated in the regular season, but after a long layoff, they trip up against a hot team. Oh, well. Indiana against Georgia, they go Georgia. LSU against Ohio State, they go Ohio State. Texas against Miami, they go Texas. That leaves the Final Four of Texas against Ole Miss, Ohio State against Georgia. That would be back-to-back years into the semis for Ole Miss, and this one without Lane Kiffin. Shout out to Catlin. But, man, that would be crazy. Anyway, Texas, Ole Miss, they say Texas. Ohio State, Georgia, the 3 and the 2, they say Ohio State. Well, if that plays out, it would be Texas, Ohio State to start the year, or at least they play very early in the year in a big interconference game. They have them playing in the national championship. And at least according to this CBS Sports crystal ball, Ohio State would be your 2026 national champion. Shout out Buckeye Bill this morning. All right, let's span the sports world a little bit outside of football when we come back on the other side. Some interesting baseball news to share. NBA news as well. I have to repeat Though when we come back, a story on the other side that we had late in yesterday's show, and I may have or may not have had nightmares about it last night. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Bumping, drafting, and kicking asphalt.
Pivot contact!
This Saturday at Martinsville.
Put the car against the wall wide open all the way around turn 3.
Powered by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234. From the station with the most horsepower. 1010XL.
I've worked with a lot of advertisers over the years, and you learn pretty quickly which ones are selling something and which ones actually care what happens after the sale. I'm Greg Gajewski, and when Awaken 180 first came to 1010XL, it started with Mike Dempsey, then Matt Hayes. From that first call, they wanted to understand our audience, not just buy a schedule. I talked with Paige, learned how the program worked, and at one point said, we got a guy, hacker, that could really use this. And her answer was immediate, let's help him. That's their entire mission. That's always been their answer. No revolving door, no corporate runaround. Paige never franchised Awaken 180 because she wants every coach, client, and endorser to feel supported. I saw that as a business partner, and then I experienced it myself. I went on the program and lost 50 pounds. That's why I endorse Awaken 180, not just because they're a 1010XL client, but because they care about people, and you feel it every day. Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Problems, pick Porter.
When you need a lawyer,
Pick smart.
pickporter.com.
DUI, pick Porter. Divorce, pick Porter. Criminal or injury law, pick smart.
pickporter.com.
Problems, pick Porter.
When you need a lawyer,
Pick smart. pickporter.com.
My name is Chris, and I'm a client of DexaFit Jacksonville. A scale only tells you your weight, but a DEXA scan shows you what's really happening inside your body. In just 5 minutes, I learned my body fat percentage, muscle mass, bone density, and visceral fat levels. Tracking those numbers helped me see real progress and stay motivated. Kelly and the entire team at DexaFit Jacksonville are knowledgeable, professional, and a great resource. Search DexaFit Jacksonville and schedule your scan today.
This summer, Hard Rock Bet has the hottest baseball betting odds in Florida. Vig, juice, fee, whatever you call it, we're cutting it. It's the 10-cent summer sale. That's flat 10-cent lines for winner, spread, and over-under pregame bets. Same bets, better odds. This August, only on Hard Rock Bet.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Valid for money line, spread and over, under pregame markets with odds between -250 and +250 only. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
I'm Frank Frangie, and I can tell you as Walk-Off Charities has grown, we now manage a large athletic facility with numerous fields, including the Bregan Baseball Complex. To get around, we needed a good, reliable golf cart. I went straight to Dynamic Drives and Design in Jacksonville. I met with Travis, told him exactly what our needs were. Would you believe before you knew it, the perfect cart was delivered to us at an incredible price? If you need a golf cart, Travis and his team are the go-to. Learn more about them at dynamicdrivesdesign.com.
Hacker here for Cornerstone Interior Solutions. If your AC is working overtime every summer, your insulation may be the problem. Homeowners and builders across Northeast Florida are calling Cornerstone to upgrade to spray foam insulation. It seals homes, crawl spaces, garages, blocking in cool air and blocking out heat. So your home stays cooler, your system runs easier, and your energy bills stay under control. Don't wait for peak heat. Visit CornerstoneInteriorSolutions.com.
Jacksonville, save big today at Green Acres Sporting Goods. Right now, get a semi-automatic AR-style 12-gauge shotgun for just $299. Green Acres also stocks the top brands of suppressors. For nearly 60 years, Green Acres has been Jacksonville's trusted source for firearms and outdoor gear, providing expert service you can count on. Shop Green Acres today at greenacresporting.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're back here on The Drill. It's a time of the year where you can start kind of focusing in on the MVP and Cy Young races in Major League Baseball. Man, I feel for this super slugger down in Tampa. Junior Caminero hit another home run last night. He's got 35. That's tied for the overall Major League Baseball lead. Matt Olson for the Braves homered again last night. He is having a heck of a year. He might deserve a little bit of MVP consideration in the National League. I don't think he really has a shot to win it, but Olson and Kyle Schwarber lead the National League, each with 35 home runs. And then over in the American League, Junior Caminero and the Rays, and what a story they've been with the big bad Yankees and the suddenly surging Red Sox. It's the Rays who continue to hold a healthy lead in the AL East. Beat, I believe, the Mariners again yesterday. The M's have lost 5 straight. Cal Raleigh's owning it. Boy, he was so good last year and no bueno this season. But here's Junior Caminero, and he's like 10 years old. A kid because I care. He's still super young. 21 maybe. 23. He's a very young slugger. And what about this year he's having? He's hitting 277 with 35 home runs, 76 RBIs. He has an OPS of 924 and a WAR of 4.8. So just to put those in perspective, and this is actually, let's go American League, since we're talking about an MVP or an MVP race. So Caminero has 35 home runs. That's tied for the Major League Baseball lead. It's tied for the lead in the American League. He has 76 RBIs. That's 4th in the American League. His OPS of 924 is 2nd in the American League, and his WAR of 4.8 is 2nd in the American League. He's 2nd in WAR, he's 2nd in OPS, he's 1st in homers, he's 4th in RBIs. It has the makings of an MVP season. The problem is the guy who's 1st in average, 1st in home runs, 1st in RBIs, 1st in OPS, and 1st in WAR is also playing in the American League, Yordan Alvarez, who is having a incredible year for Houston. But, man, if Alvarez was bad timing, this would be an MVP year for Junior Caminero if Alvarez wasn't doing what he was doing. And, by the way, you could argue that Caminero will have his plenty to come. Yeah, 23 years old, just turned 23 in July. And last year he had 45 home runs as a 21 and 2-year-old. This year as a 22 and 3-year-old is on pace to do about the same. And the Rays are one of the more incredible feel-good stories of the season. They're 73 and 46. They have a 6-game lead over the Yankees. They have the best record in the American League by 6 full games. Won 8 in a row now, by the way. So shout out. Over the National League, it's looking more and more like Pete Crow Armstrong, who had a second longest home run of, I believe, his career last night for the Cubs. The Cubs are another one of those up and down teams. They've won a couple in a row at 8 of their last 10, trying to chase down the National League's best record, the Milwaukee Brewers. But Pete Crow Armstrong on the National League side of things is establishing himself over Shohei. Now, who knows if Shohei had been able to pitch all year, what if at all that would have mattered? I don't think it should count. That's what the Cy Young's for. It shouldn't be what puts you over the top as the MVP over a guy who's playing 162 games on offense just because you're going to pitch your 20. Anywho. Other Major League storylines, though. What is going on with Paul Skeens? First time in his career, he didn't throw a pitch that that didn't go at least 97 miles an hour. He didn't get it outside of 95 miles an hour yesterday. So the guy was throwing 99, 100, 101 just a couple of years ago. And we know that where that's leading. That's leading to arm surgery, elbow, shoulder, whatever it might be. And, see you in a year and a half and hope you're the same. There are no guarantees. I guess it depends on where you are. Maybe your own anatomy. But I know if you're in Atlanta, once that dadgum UCL blows and they tell you he's coming back, and they tell you he's fine and this and that, he never is. See Spencer Strider, who you forget just how dominant he was as a Brave. And when I tell you dominant as a Brave, I mean, you literally would not remember and appreciate how dominant Spencer Strider was as a Brave when he was first called up, and now he's battled these elbow injuries. I doubt he would pitch again this year, and he's a shell of what he once was. And another one that's gone from throwing 101 to 94, 95, and has now the recurring elbow injury and will never see the Spencer Strider that they paid 7 years and hundreds of millions of dollars, or over $100 million at least. But just a reminder of what Spencer Strider was and how awesome it would be if it, as intended, Sale and Strider were at the top of your rotation. Earlier this week, Jakob Meyers became the second fastest pitcher to 200 strikeouts in a season. Now, we know what the Miz is about, right? Well, he became the second fastest pitcher to 200 strikeouts in a season. Number one, Meyers, by the way, did it in 129 and 1/3 innings, got to 200 strikeouts. That's the second fastest in Major League Baseball history. The first fastest, Spencer Strider, 2022. 121 and a third innings. Number 3 in Major League Baseball history, Spencer Strider, 130 innings pitched in 2023. In 22 and 23, Spencer Strider owned the top 2 fastest to 200 strikeouts in a season in Major League Baseball history, and he gone. I would Braves-induced paranoia and pessimism on what I've seen from, and I could go down the list. I would say never to return. The Red Sox have suddenly been not so red hot. They've lost 4 in a row. Dropped another one yesterday. They called up Adley Rutschman. He had been in, I say called up, he's finally able to play. He was that trade deadline deal, came over from the Baltimore Orioles. So he batting in the 9th inning yesterday with the potential tying and going ahead runs on base. He grounded out weakly to short. So there's that. And then there's this A's cat we've been telling you about. He's actually the son of Jack Wilson, a longtime kind of utility man in Major League Baseball. But A's shortstop Jacob Wilson earlier, a week ago, broke the all-time record for consecutive errorless games by a shortstop. So at that position, he has the longest streak in history, and it got pushed to 113 games last night with a bit of an asterisk. In the 12-4 loss, it was the A's that the Rays beat, by the way. I'm combining that 5-game M's losing streak with the 8-game Rays win streak. Anywho, Jacob Wilson, now 113 straight games, but in his club's 12-4 loss to the Rays, he threw wide at second base. It came with the A's trailing 9-2. The Rays scored 3 times in the 8th to take a 12-2 lead. Originally, it was ruled an error, his first since July 6 of 2025. But it was later changed to Yandy Diaz reached on fielder's choice. And an inning later, Wilson's streak had officially lived on for another day. That's super sketch. And that's one of those little hidden gray areas in Major League Baseball. Like, you can't get an error like on forced double. Like, say you throw to second, you force that runner, and you throw to first, and he throws wide. It's not a error because you can't assume the double play. I don't really recall it being assumed if the first throw was wide. You could have thrown to first and got the out then. That should be an error, man. Can we review the review? All right, I got this too. In case you haven't seen it yet, this is right up you 6 o'clockers alley, and maybe you've heard of it by now. It kind of went viral yesterday. We mentioned it late in the show from the stadium yesterday, but it's today's Shazam Spotlight, brought to you by ShazamAuto.com. The Murray Ford Superstores in Stark and Kingsland will hook you up. I bought multiple vehicles. The customer service, their service department, everything has been terrific, man. And so Shazam, we appreciate them this morning, and you will too when you turn to the Murray Ford Superstores. Also another superstore in Stark, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. They're pre-owned, new. If you want it, they got it, or they'll get it. Did y'all see this story? This continues to boggle my mind. A high school football player in Arkansas felt some unusual movement inside his headgear as he was warming up last week. Now, I'm going to add this. They were at or about and even a little bit over an hour into their practice session. High school practice. Go in the locker room, grab your stuff, put it on, grab your helmet, slide it on, go out to practice, do the sprints, do the stretches, get up, do some stuff. And after a while, he's like, something feels weird with my helmet. Takes it over to the sideline to an assistant coach, do a little inspection, where they find a slithering 2-foot cottonmouth snake behind some padding. Now, if you don't know what a cottonmouth is, and see, this is where I turn you 6 o'clockers, you know. Truck guys, cottonmouth is an incredibly poisonous snake. Like when it comes to poisonous snakes in the U.S., I think, in fact, the cottonmouth might be the second most poisonous snake. I'm imagining a rattlesnake would be a number one. The pit viper. And by the way, I don't know how you classify every snake, but if you're a snake that's also classified as a, quote, pit viper, you got my attention. But the snake was so reluctant to exit the helmet, police officers had to pour water into it to force it out and into a bag. Animal Services then took it away, took it out into the woods, whatever. Cottonmouth's the second most venomous snake found in Arkansas. Chris Davis, the Animal Services director, said the player wore the helmet for nearly an hour and was fortunate he wasn't bitten. It was unreal. You had to kind of be there and take pictures to say that this was real. By the way, the player grabbed a different helmet, continued practice. Didn't freak out. Wow. Shazam. Back with the football fix next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update. Brought to you by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Tampa Bay Rays are on another winning streak. They have won 8 straight. They're going to match up against the A's in West Sacramento today. The Rays have Drew Rasmussen on the mound, and it is the Rays who are minus 186 favorites. The A's at plus 174 is an underdog, over-under at 9.5 runs. The Marlins shut out the Pirates yesterday, and that series does continue today. Jansen Junk is going to pitch for the Marlins, who the odds are pretty tight, but Miami is favored at home, minus 112. Pirates minus 104 underdogs. Over-under is sitting at 8 runs.
Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, KeysToProgress.com.
With your VSIN Action Update, I'm Matt Pauley on 1010XL.
If you've been dealing with backups, strange smells, or soggy spots in the yard, your septic system is trying to tell you something. This month, save $500 on a new septic system installation from Duck Rooter. As the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, we'll handle everything, from the required permits and inspections to the complete installation. Stop hoping. Start fresh. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckrooter.com. Financing is available.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hi, folks. I'm Frank Frangie. This housing market's choppy right now. Everybody feels it. But I'm Jacksonville born and raised, and when I find people who actually know how to navigate it, I pay attention. Well, that's Chad and Sandy. You need to sell now? Chad and Sandy have instant offers, fast, easy, and stress-free. Need max price? Their science-based Market Max system is a proven, repeatable system guaranteed to sell your home for maximum price. Ask Maria in St. John's. 2 different agents had already failed to sell her home over several months. She heard Chad and Sandy on the radio, called, and their team finally took the time to explain the process. Her home sold in 21 days for 99% of asking price. Chad and Sandy are the local real estate experts. Using their proprietary Market Max system, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required repairs, pick up your own move date, no long-term contract. Call Chad and Sandy, 904-414-6200, or go to chadandsandy.com.
I'm Matt Lennon with AB Signs. Your truck, trailer, or storefront should be your best salesperson. So I create custom signs and graphics that get your business noticed. Local, fast, and built to last. Call AB Signs and make your brand stand out.
Every championship season starts with summer sweat.
Training camp weeds out the boys from the men.
Every time something you need to know happens at training camp, you'll hear about it on 1010XL.
This is your playbook.
Presented by Green Acres Sporting Goods.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Need or want cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
There's no doubt that we were in good hands when our son's shoulder and hip issues were diagnosed quickly by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. No matter what your orthopedic issue is, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take a look. You'll be glad you did.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hey, it's Joe C. for Wingstop. Have you ever heard of a flavor rodeo? Now available at Wingstop. Carolina Gold, a bold blend of tangy mustard barbecue, apple cider vinegar, and savory spices for the right amount of southern sweet and tang. And Jamaican Jerk, a rich barbecue sauce infused with chilies, thyme, cinnamon, garlic, nutmeg, and sweet molasses. Finished with a savory jerk season for an extra layer of flavor. Carolina Gold and Jamaican Jerk. Now that's a flavor rodeo for a limited time only at Wingstop.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I mean, the ones we're planning on getting the majority of the work anyway in the joint. So hopefully we can survive with like the ones and twos getting the majority of the joint. And then, you know, the younger guys give them a little bit of a break so that they can play in the game.
That's Liam Coen telling you exactly how it's going to go down these next 3 or 4 days. They will be in New Orleans for joint practices tomorrow. Preseason open on Saturday. And so if you hear what he said there, pretty much starters in the joint practice, backups in the game. All right. Speaking of ones and twos, the quarterback. Yeah, no, that stays off. The ones and the twos. We have a one announced in Minnesota, and you can see this coming from a mile away, right? Kyler Murray named starting quarterback over J.J. McCarthy. So chalk up another top 10 failure at the quarterback position. Anthony Richardson certainly falls into that category. Hadn't been long since Trey Lance was up there. Justin Fields, was he in the top or maybe 11th? I mean, they're all over the place. Not easy to hit on them. And when you do, you think you're lucky stars and hold on to it for dear life. But Kyler Murray was, at one point, thought to be that guy in Arizona. I still remember the Cardinals came here midseason, 4 or 5 years ago, and Kyler Murray was, at the time, the MVP, leading candidate. He'd been a heavy favorite to win the job. It's a prove-it year for him. Although that $1.3 million contract he signed with the Vikings is, offset by the Cardinals, who still have to pay him $35.5. But really, this is as much about J.J. McCarthy. Number 10 pick in the draft 2 years ago, now the number 2 quarterback. 10 career starts, questions about his future. And that kind of overrides the fact that Kyler Murray gets another chance. By the way, joint practices are going on all over the place. Down in Tampa, David Bailey for the Jets flashed, but Geno Smith apparently looked terrible down there against the Bucs yesterday. The 49ers and Titans are going at it. Tempers flare. Highlights are born. Brock Purdy impressing. Am I really supposed to be shocked that a veteran quarterback is impressing in a joint practice? Because if I was, I'm not. Bad news for the Bears. Safety Kobe Bryant will be out 4 to 6 months. He's undergone knee surgery, that according to Ben Johnson. Ravens, meanwhile, get good news. Comes to their secondary. Cornerback Nate Wiggins, young emerging prospect there. Went down with a leg injury, but no structural damage. Ultimately, is the designation there. Puka Nacua goes out with a groin soreness. Meanwhile, Myles Garrett is sore. This is a new one. Guys are missing in the official designation of the injury report. Soreness. Myles Garrett's had soreness for 4 days in a row. That includes missing their joint practice session yesterday with the Cowboys. Fernando Mendoza, we've learned, will not start the season as the Raiders quarterback. He's going to get plenty of reps, though, in the preseason, and that includes this Thursday against the Cardinals. Now, the Raiders are among those teams that will play their starters. And I guess the plan is to maybe get Mendoza at least a few snaps with the first team offensive line. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Hick and Rival, more come your way next. Get Smart. John is in the 7 o'clock hour as well. Thanks for being with us on 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, where the action is.
That's going to leave a scar.
1010XL.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at KeyBuickGMC.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
ET here for Encore Research, and this summer, discover the power of research. Clinical studies are helping researchers find better ways to prevent, diagnose, and treat disease. And community members like you make it all possible. Your participation could help drive the next generation of healthcare discoveries. Find out how you can make a difference at EncoreDocs.com. Research moves forward because of volunteers like you. Let's build a healthier Jacksonville together.
Hacker, the 2026 Hacker Fantasy League is right around the corner, and we're heading back to one of my favorites, Twin Peaks, Thursday night, August the 20th. Be listening soon for your opportunity to get in to the HFL.
You trusted a medical professional with your care. When that trust is broken, the results can be devastating. Medical error can leave patients and families facing unanswered questions and lifelong challenges. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggets helps you understand and protect your legal rights after medical negligence. No fees unless you recover damages. We're here to help. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggets, offices Jacksonville.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Let's talk insurance, or as I say, assurance, because that's what you get with my friend Mandy at the Bowers Agency. Mandy and her dream team at the Bowers Agency will personalize your insurance playbook. They will give you max protection. Not your average insurance agent. Mandy and the Bowers Agency have everything you need. Home, life, business, auto. Call Mandy at the Bowers Agency or visit them on Facebook or at BowersAgencyJacks.com.
Make your outdoor living space one you're proud of with Sutherland Lawn and Landscape. From landscape design and outdoor living spaces to turf, lighting, irrigation, pavers, and complete residential and commercial maintenance, Sutherland brings your vision to life with quality craftsmanship and a team you can trust. Sutherland Lawn and Landscape, transforming outdoor spaces, elevating everyday living. Visit SUTHERLIN lawn.com today.
It feels like every home services company in Jacksonville has been bought out by some big out-of-town firm, but not Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. We're still locally owned, still right here in Northeast Florida. That means no call centers and no corporate runaround when you call Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. Just experienced pros who live here, work here, and stand behind every job. From simple leaks to full pipe relining, you're getting real solutions from a team that actually cares about the community we all live and work in. Make the superior choice when you need a plumber. Request an estimate at SuperiorPlumbingJacks.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jags running back Chris Rodriguez Jr. speaking to 1010XL likes Jax as a landing spot.
I'm in a pretty good place, but obviously there's still more work that needs to be done.
Bowles just outside the top 10 at number 12. Mandarin checking in at 16 as USA Today's Florida dropped its first Super 25. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Right now, 80 degrees at 7 o'clock. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Woo! Give me some Wednesday. Take me over the hump. All the hump dayites are going to be after you. That's the hump day song. RJ didn't know. Yeah, he doesn't know. Yeah, here they come. We'll get it. We'll get it next. We'll do it in the next segment. We'll be fine. Everything's going to be okay. We didn't prompt RJ to get the hump day song out, which is our not my particular fave. Of course, I'm not saying that publicly. It's a private thought that just left in my bubble. Yeah. Best keeping that to yourself. They get serious about some things. Yeah. Best keeping that to yourself. It's good to be here. We back in the friendly confines. Had a real good run out at Jags training camp. We got barred, though. There was an incident yesterday. I don't want to make too much of it. I got paid to an NDA. Yes. So we'll just keep it on the down low, but we won't be back this year. That was it. But it was good. It was a good run. Everybody was very helpful. And we appreciate all the folks having us out there and being a part of it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. A lot of Jaguar talk. As we get ready for the season, the boys will have a little walkthrough today, go off to New Orleans. No starters on Saturday. So, do your homework. Get your flip cards out. Jot down your information and have Jaguar concepts and rationalizations ready for Monday. Or you can just have a soda and some chips and let the coaches do all that so that you don't have to commit to memory players that, in 3 weeks you will never remember again. Joint practice will be good, though. That's going to be a lot of those guys. Sure. It's kind of a beat-up football team. It's not like the Niners beat up, but it's a little bit beat-up football team. There's a lot of boys on the bicycles. It's an imperfect storm yesterday for Liam to be as, disappointed with the running game as he was. We have the number one rush defense in the league. Mm-hmm. We have 2 new running backs that are going to have to replace what was here, and we have literally 5 offensive linemen missing yesterday. When I say 5, I mean 5 guys that will be counted on to be contributors in some form or fashion. So it's a makeshift, patched together line against the number one rush defense. Our Dreamfighters Homes poll question of the day pertains to this, and it really shows a shift in attitude by fans, I believe. Okay. It's brought to you by Dreamfighters Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars. For this purpose, you have to go to dreamfightershomes.com and look at all the tremendous homes. They can build them all. They can build your gigantic, beautiful, custom, football player mansions. They can build your beautiful, brand new family homes. They can build townhomes, and they do it throughout Jacksonville, 15 different locations. Fixed interest rate packages. Go to dreamfightershomes.com. You'll be glad you did. Would you play your starters in the preseason games? Not at all. A couple series tops. Yes, have to get ready. Only in one game. Those are your 4 choices. Not at all. Couple series tops throughout the whole preseason. You have to get ready. Only one game. Now, my point is, and this will give away a little bit of what the answer is, I'm pretty sure for 10 years ago, you want your guys playing. I was about to say that my mind has really changed on this through the years. Yeah, I think a lot of people's have. Well, that would be in line. It's interesting that you point that out. That was going to be my lead into how I vote. Yeah. I could care less if they play. I guess just for the sake of fans and ticket buyers, I'd go with at least one game. Well, yeah, it's interesting but I really don't care. I have a combined 84% saying not at all or a couple series tops, in the whole preseason.
Yes, have to get ready, only 10%. So, yeah, people look at it differently. It used to be a big topic. We used to get into arguments about it. They got to play. No, you don't. Yeah, you do.
Well, and that's even more now because we've got what we think is a good team.
Yeah.
It's one thing when you're going to be 4-12, but you're going to rest your starters.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that still exists a little bit. Those teams that aren't quite arrived will tend to play them a little bit more in the games.
Right. Man, I got in my truck yesterday to go to the TV station. 118. Woo. Hot outside. HOT. I'm ready for a little bit of fall temperatures at some point. We ain't going to get them for a while. There is I'm so disappointed in the great, great city of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Have you ever been to Tulsa in the springtime?
Living on Tulsa time.
Anyone ever been to Tulsa?
No, I've never been to Tulsa. No, nor why would I have been ever?
I don't know.
What possible reason
Maybe
would
went
any
to see
of us?
the Golden Hurricane?
Yeah, what possible reason would any of us have for ever being in Tulsa?
Tulsa. Just think about that name.
That's a good
Tulsa.
name.
Isn't that where John Starks is from?
Could be.
You should have asked him. You had him on the YouTube.
We had him on the
YouTube blew
program.
that one.
Should have
got the bio.
Program.
Well, I'm disappointed in Tulsa and all you Tulsanians.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. What a great name. That just sums up the old Southwest. Where are you from? Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Not anymore. Now it's a pansy name.
Because they cheated?
A bunch of Karens out there.
What happened?
Yeah, be careful. John
Why?
Starks is from Tulsa.
That's all right. Sorry, Johnny. Good call, by the way. Nice pull.
Yeah, I know. That's
I would have never
deep in the recesses.
Nope. Yeah, the community cheated, much like our golfer guy who's now been outed, by the way.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. But
that's an all-timer.
We'll get to him later. But
that's like the all-timer, bro.
What's going on in sports? I mean,
I don't know.
cheating on the left,
snakes and helmets, weights and fish. I mean,
good gracious. But in Tulsa, so what we got is, and this is the Little League World Series. This is the corruptness of the Little League World Series.
This is for the state to go on to regionals.
Yeah. So we find a little loophole about, if you have a brother who's special needs and a certain age, then you can and he plays in our Challenger Series, then we can play the All-Star on our team. And this kid, I don't know if he just moved there or whatever. He's not going to be eligible, but we find a loophole, we get him eligible, okay? And we with this kid that we use, we go on and win. And and
then go through the bracket. Now they didn't take the illegal player with them though.
No, because they knew they'd get caught.
Yeah.
They used the player to get to where they wanted to get
state.
though.
Yeah.
And then the Karens dare go on social media and talk about the heartbroken kids and why we're standing up for our kids after said cheating. And thankfully society then obliterated them, which is good.
Yeah.
Dude.
Society obliterated them.
None of the 13 had anything to do with this, but y'all did. Every one of you parents did.
Well, the point is, they did. They sat by while he played in the rounds that got you out of the state of Oklahoma.
I mean, it's
I don't know.
so
So what
cut
is
and
this a
dry.
kid like? Is he like 14 or something? I mean, what
No,
was
he just wasn't there long enough to be eligible. Whatever the rules was, he didn't
so he
fit.
just like, moved to town and like, oh, let's take him.
I don't know if they moved him just for
I
this.
don't
Who
know.
knows?
Okay.
I mean, they found a loophole to get this kid on the roster and get this kid playing, and it's at what cost, man? They'll do anything. They'll do anything to win, and it's the Little League world. And so they went, of course, to a judge, and they tried to get a.
This is going to throw me off.
What's that?
Because we're like opposite sides. Like you're sitting to my right, but now it's like yeah. I'm not asking you. It doesn't matter if you're watching at home. It's all the same. Now you've got Dan though in some sort of kaleidoscope of. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that. Now I'm on the.
Ooh,
no,
like that.
no,
Look at
I'm on
that.
the, yeah.
Come here. Slap you.
Stop it.
Whap. Come here.
What's wrong with you?
Come here. Give my hand.
See, that's the other.
Whap.
Craziness. Craziness wins.
But anyway, so
okay, so
I just
a judge initially said you got to let him play.
And I think Little League threw him like a 330 pager and said, "No, you're not."
Yeah, no, and then the judge said, "Okay." I don't know, the same judge, different judge said, "Okay, y'all go home."
The fact that you even went to the courts, you guys are what's wrong with youth sports, man? Take a look at yourselves in the mirror and go home.
You can't cheat and then expect to be rewarded.
Right.
I mean, that's just how it is. You can't make excuses
We're not
for
gonna use
why
them now.
you cheated.
We're not going to use them
It's
now.
just like this would be like this. I get on the highway and I'm late for my tee time.
Yeah.
So I'm going 95 miles an hour.
Right.
I get pulled over for speeding and I say, "Hey, man, I would have speeded, but I'm late for my tee time.
Yeah.
Why are you stopping me?" It's
makes no sense.
Asinine.
Makes no sense.
Who am I?
Hold on, let me just finish
Okay.
this thing. I just wanted to see if I saved the I wanted to see if I had saved the mom's thing on Twitter, but I didn't. But yeah, we've pretty much covered it.
Yeah, I've had enough of hurry anyway.
By the way, do you know I found this out yesterday, and I never put two and two together. But go ahead, do your who am I? I'm sorry.
No, it's
yeah.
Is this along? Is
No,
it,
this
okay.
is something totally
All
different.
right. Who am I?
Who am I?
And I'm a major college coach at a multiple national champion in its history. So I'm at a brand name school.
Okay.
Who am I? I am 6-13 against ranked opponents and 0-5 against top 10 opponents at my current school. I'm 6-13 against ranked opponents and 0-5 against top 10 opponents at my current school, where I have been 4 years. This is my 5th year.
Lincoln Riley.
I'm
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lincoln Riley.
Good guess right there.
So at what point do we maybe tamp down the expectations for USC this year? Because there are some that are big believer in the quarterback.
That's more why he's on the hot seat.
For sure.
A little bit.
5th year of a $110 million contract.
Yeah. And it's not just that. It's here's a private jet, here's a home, here's a mansion, here's cars, here's whatever,
Nobody has ever made more off of just being a good offensive coach. I mean, this dude got the King's treatment when he never won anything at Oklahoma. His biggest accomplishment at Oklahoma was getting beat by Georgia in a shootout.
Mm-hmm. All right, one other thing before we go to break here. This from the W.
The Toxic League?
Toxic League.
Okay.
You know the girl in the love triangle and the girl who got clothesline Sophie
Sophie
Cunningham?
Sure.
What's her name?
Sophie Cunningham.
No, the other one.
Dejanay
Yes.
is it Carter?
Carrington.
Okay, Carrington.
Yeah. And something was clicking in my head about that. And I was like, Dejanay Carrington. What if I told you her dad played for the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Oh, really? That's
sure did.
Oh my God.
Sure did.
Is that Dwayne Carrington? What was Carrington's first name? He was a safety. He started.
Yeah, yes.
Darren Carrington.
Darren Carrington.
Wow.
Who was on the Super Bowl San Diego Chargers against the Niners.
And then came here and played.
Yes.
And
Darren Carrington.
Yeah.
And is now a pastor.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a pastor.
Must have started that after high school.
Well, she was, by all accounts, a great kid.
Yeah. She ain't now.
Then she went to a college out on the West Coast.
Went to Stanford there. Little mentality shift.
A little shift there. A little changes.
Also, what I found out to be rather weird when you talk about like players becoming pastors, like Andrew DeClerc's a pastor.
Is he really?
In Orlando.
I didn't know that.
Like he's like the co-founder of like High Point or something. I'm like, get out of here. I'm like, former Orlando Magic great.
Yeah.
Andrew DeClerc.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gator great. Took him to the Final Four.
Yeah, she went to he's an 8-year NFL pro with a couple Super Bowls. Darren Carrington played.
He was very good. I mean, like I said, not very good. He played. I know this. I can remember having him on Monday Night Live when we did
Absolutely.
it. Was he one of the 5 or he was just a guest?
No, he was a guest.
Yeah.
Went to a private Christian academy where she was coached by her family. Out in San Diego, blah, blah, blah. So anyway.
They got to her.
Yeah, they got to her.
They got to her.
They got to her, man.
That's
so
fair.
anyway, I thought that was interesting. Darren Carrington, I said,
Wow.
oh my goodness gracious.
That's a Shazam.
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back with the 10-minute drill. Get smart, John. And we're going to give him a little extra time. He's you know, he's a little disappointed. He has been shorted here a little bit these last few weeks with camp and whatnot. So, all right, you are listening to The Drill. We're on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. More touchdowns, birdies, home runs, and slam dunks. More heartbreakers.
Every time you lose, you die a little bit.
And more victories.
And it goes for the win!
1010XL.
At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, care starts with listening, one-on-one consultations, clear answers, and a plan built around you. Our orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine physicians, and rehabilitation specialists work together to treat injuries, manage chronic pain, and restore strength and mobility. From your first check-in to your personalized treatment plan, everything is designed to help you move forward with confidence. Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, expert care, improving lives.
Man, I'm going to shoot straight with you. When you replace the windows, it's a big investment. It's a big financial commitment. You've got to be sure that you're aligned with the right company. And I'm here to tell you that investment deserves the straight answers you get at Cash Building Material. That's where I got them. Cash Building Material, explain the options, answer my questions, or I better said Mrs. P's questions. Helped us find windows that fit my home and my budget. No pressure, just honest advice. They'll do the same for you. Cash Building Material. Before you buy windows or doors, get a cash quote. Search Cash Building Material and click on the Replacements tab. Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Go! It's like grabbing a seat around Jacksonville's Friday night campfire.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Friday Night Lights.
With Hacker and Clint Osborne.
Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Hurricane season is here, and now is the time to make sure your property is ready. Weak, damaged, or overgrown trees can become a serious hazard when storms move in. Trust the experts at Lucas Tree Service with over 45 years of experience for professional tree trimming, removal, and storm preparation. Don't wait until a storm is on its way. Schedule your tree assessment today at lucastreeservice.com.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Fine Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Hey, gang, you might be aware credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payment, so they're getting nowhere. But here's what many homeowners don't realize. That use the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash, and with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved, saved over $1,500 a month. And here's the best part with Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out of pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com, see how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto. 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508. Or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com.
At Beard's Diamonds, diamonds are what we do best. But did you know Beard's is also Jacksonville's source for the latest fashion jewelry for every occasion? Exquisite designer pieces, all new creations, the latest trends.
We've seen yellow gold be very, very popular right now. So the very dainty is in right now as far as the little huggy earrings.
Ben Lupo and his father John are also seeing a big increase in demand for colored stones.
Colored stones are extremely popular right now. People like something different.
Sapphire, ruby, and emerald, which we have a great selection of in the store, whether it be pendants, necklaces, earrings.
So if you're looking for an anniversary anniversary gift, a push present, or a just because gift, don't go to one of those corporate chain jewelers. Get more selection, higher quality, and better value at Beard's.
When you walk in the door at Beard's, you are paying less for a higher quality item, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee.
And don't forget, Beard's now has an incredible selection of luxury pre-owned Rolex watches, all the hard-to-find models. Beard's Diamonds, Jacksonville's locally owned jeweler for over 4 decades, in the St. John's Town Center.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Guess what day it is?
All right, this is for you Googans.
What day it is?
Certain traditions on the drill that must never be messed with. And this be one of them. So you just count it down with me. You ask Mike. You know it's coming. He's got to know. What day is it, Mike?
Hump
You know it!
Wow.
Yeah, it is hump day, baby. Thank you, Mike.
Got a double you know it today.
A double.
Exciting. All right, we'll just transition right into the 10-minute drill.
And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
We're moving and grooving is what we're doing with sports concepts and rationalizations and ticket giveaways. And we also have a razzle-dazzle at the end of this segment because we care. RJ, what are we doing?
Two for a pair of voucher tickets for the Jumbo Shrimp to be used at any game this season. The Shrimp are home against Syracuse all week for their 6-game series. Also, we do have a family 4-pack of tickets to Sporting Jacks men's soccer on Saturday, August 15th against Indy 11 at 7 p.m. at Hodges Stadium. It is their back-to-school night. Attend the game for your chance.
If they're
to
anything
win
like the... Oh, sorry.
a new Honda Accord.
The Syracuse Mets beat the Jumbo Shrimp last night. Jonah Tong threw a nice game, 4 innings.
Tong.
Tong's been struggling this year. He was supposed to be our guy.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the... I forgot that name until you just brought it up again.
Yeah, Jonah.
By the way, if the India 11 have the same luck as that football 11 they bring down here, that's a guaranteed loss. We've been beating the Colts here in Jacksonville for over a decade. So
good point. All right, one of the concepts and rationalizations is we are givers, as you know, and
we're blitzing the bank.
Yeah, we're blitzing the bank, and I guess E's personally selling out the preseason game.
We're sending Eve off the edge. He's off the edge, and he's been bebopping around town all 3 mornings. And
so let's bring him in right now.
Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
All right, Emmanuel, where you at?
What's up, Daniel? What's up, Jeffrey?
Hello, man.
What's going on?
Man, so, I'm bebopping around town, and something that I've been hearing a lot is, E, you never come to the west side. E, you never come to the west side. Last time y'all were on the west side, like the Googans came out.
Yep.
The Googans came out and hollered at your boys. So guess what? I'm on the west side. I had to come out on the west side. I have my folks over here on the west side.
All right, where are you? Are you at West Side High School?
Yeah, West Side is big, man.
West Side's big.
Some sort of clue.
Normandy or Normandy Athletic Association.
I mean, you at the Equestrian Center or
Landing Boulevard.
That's fair. However, neither one of those is correct.
Okay.
I'm in a location not far from Kent campus and NAS Jacks. And Jeffrey, I'm gonna just tell the folks I had to come get me some gas and a chicken sandwich, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I like it. All right. So, okay, yeah, he's out there. What was that first clue? You're near what now?
FSC. Oh, the OGs know it as FCCJ.
Okay.
Shout out.
All right. So, he's giving the clues. This is where we go, Clouseau. And we tell you, he's over there off Roosevelt. He's on Roosevelt over there at the Dailies, is what it sounds like to me. Yeah, so you might want to get over there and get you some tickets. So shout out Dailies for letting the van pull in and get people used to the logistics of getting down to that stadium. We do have 6 regular season. All right, ET, you go make them happy, Black Santa. We'll check in with you in the 8 o'clock hour.
Oh, that's your boy.
All right, there he goes.
There he goes. Listen, the videos have been terrific. E is in his element, as he's a people person, and the folks coming out and lots of hugging, lots of Duval, lots of yelling, lots of good times. So the boys are enjoying getting the preseason ticks for FREE free. So glad you guys are enjoying that. We'll do that. Today's the last day. I think we're doing the Carolina game, but fret not. I think we'll be back.
We are. We're going to
next week with the following week Bucks game.
We're going to re-blitz the bank.
We're going to blitz the bank twice during the preseason. Give you guys some opportunities to go there. Bank's open, by the way, this year, just in case you're wondering.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
man. I think we've forgotten what a proud franchise they once were.
Mm-hmm.
And they were the darling in many ways of anybody north of the Mason-Dixon line or west of the Rockies. If you turned on the Miami Dolphins late in the afternoon in November, you felt like you were watching Fantasy Island. It looked like the tropics. You had a pool in the end zone. You had the palm trees. And you had the Dolphins fun in the sun, winning championships, always relevant. And they went from title-winning teams with Don Shula to a terrific Dan Marino era. They didn't win championships, but they were a perennial playoff team. They were always in the mix. And I look at Miami and I look at just what's facing them this year. I mean, I feel for two guys in particular on that team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Devon Achane and Malik Willis.
Yeah.
Because after those two dudes, they don't have nothing on that offensive roster. Their coach yesterday was talking, and I'll believe him. But what else are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about getting Devon Achane the ball 40 to 45 times a game, bro. There have been 4 instances where a player touched the ball at least 40 times in a game in NFL history. So he's embellishing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, we talked a little bit of fantasy football earlier. I say Trevor Lawrence is getting drafted. I'm not saying he's the third best quarterback, but if you're looking for production,
yeah,
Trevor's being way underdrafted in fantasy. I'd say Achane. Now, you run the risk of him being hurt.
He'll never make it through a year.
But he's all of it they've got, man. So,
yeah. Well, and you got those receivers that we've mentioned on the depth charts.
Well,
like
Caleb Douglas, former guy, they got and Chris Bell. I mean, they're good, maybe good, but they're rookies.
Yeah.
And it's Malik Washington's your number one dude.
Yeah,
he's like a former fourth stringer for Pittsburgh.
Oof.
One more running the guy into the ground.
Yeah,
but I remember when the Dolphins were a proud, pretty franchise. They were a sexy franchise for a lot of years.
A lot of years. They had the greatest coach of all time.
And the Don, and he looked the part, suntan, sunglasses on.
Jaw.
I mean, there's just and again, I mean, I'm not kidding you. You're living in northern West Virginia in 1981. It's been dark, I kid you not, since about 4:30.
4 o'clock game.
And you turn on a Miami Dolphins 4 o'clock game, and it's a
T-shirts.
There's the dolphin jumping out of the pool and the palm trees. We take it for granted here.
Yeah.
If you don't come south, the palm trees are for Gilligan's Island. You never see a palm tree in the north.
Also
ever.
true.
And so it was just, and boy, those long gone days of sexiness have left the Miami Dolphins. They're stinkfish now.
Stinkfish. All right, it's trivia time in Jacksonville, FLA. So we'll take a break. We'll come back with Get Smart. John, come kind, come courteous, come correct right now. RJ, what do you got at 641-1010?
Got a couple things that we are giving away here on the 10-minute drill. A pair of voucher tickets for the Jumbo Shrimp to be used at any game this season. The Shrimp are home against Syracuse all week for a 6-game series. Also, a family 4-pack of tickets to Sporting Jack's men's soccer on Saturday, August 15th versus Indy 11 at 7 p.m. at Hodges Stadium. It's their back-to-school night, and if you attend the game, I'm hearing that they're giving a chance to win a 2026 Honda Accord. This is the drill on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Hey, Hickett here. When it comes to trucks, the only name you know is George Moore Chevrolet. Why? Because our showroom off Atlanta Boulevard is loaded with the toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. Talking Silverado after Silverado, ready to work or play just as hard as you do. I don't just talk about them either. I got not one, I got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks in the fam. And they earn every mile, every job, every weekend. Power, oh yeah. Dependability, each and every day. Style, you see my boy Blue. If it's a truck you want, it's George Moore Chevrolet that you need. Stop by the Atlantic Boulevard showroom today. See all the fine folks and see why truck people keep coming back for more. at George Moore Chevrolet. Together. That's right.
I've worked with a lot of advertisers over the years, and you learn pretty quickly which ones are selling something and which ones actually care what happens after the sale. I'm Greg Gajewski, and when Awaken 180 first came to 1010XL, it started with Mike Dempsey, then Matt Hayes. From that first call, they wanted to understand our audience, not just buy a schedule. I talked with Paige, learned how the program worked, and at one point said, we got a guy, hacker, that could really use this. And her answer was immediate, let's help him. That's their entire mission. That's always been their answer. No revolving door, no corporate runaround. Paige never franchised Awaken 180 because she wants every coach, client, and endorser to feel supported. I saw that as a business partner, and then I experienced it myself. I went on the program and lost 50 pounds. That's why I endorse Awaken 180, not just because they're a 1010XL client, but because they care about people, and you feel it every day. Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Keep your ride shining all summer at Gate Express Car Wash. Buy one premium graphene wash and score a second for only $10. Don't wait. The sizzling summer sale ends August 21st. Visit Gate Express Car Wash today.
25 weeks comes down to this.
You ready?
3 wide under the lights. 0 margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200 miles per hour in the place where this journey began. Race 26, the final hunt for a spot in the chase. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 weekend at Daytona, August 28th through 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Storm season is here, and at JEA, we're on it. We work year-round to strengthen our electric, water, and sewer systems, making them more storm-resistant. Trees are trimmed around power lines to help reduce outages caused by falling debris. Plus, our online outage map and the My JEA app make it easier than ever to report and monitor outages. So no matter what this storm season brings, we're ready to respond, restore, and keep you informed every step of the way. Learn more and see how you can prepare at JEA.com.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, transponders, and even high-tech smart locks. For honest, professional locksmith service,
Instant Keys comes to you.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, get smart, John.
Missed it by that much.
On 1010XL.
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. You know you love him. He's bald. He's beautiful. Backs and abs on a Wednesday morning. Just smell him. Get smart. Johnny, TriviaNation.com's OGSJ.
Yes, we got him built in for plenty of time today to ply his trade.
Good morning, Johnny.
Hello, John.
Good morning, Googans.
Good morning, Googans.
Got the full crew, pretty much. Nice to talk to RJ. I haven't talked to him in quite a while. So
we're counting on him to
yes,
help us today.
RJ's bringing RJ. A lot of people don't know is valedictorian at Sherman Oaks High School out there in Los Angeles, where he attended.
I was just honored to graduate from Arcadia High School.
Okay. Yeah, I lived in Burbank. Back many, many years ago.
Shout out.
Wow, fighting blue hens.
Yeah.
Fighting blue hens of Arcadia High School.
Shout out to Burbank, man.
Where is Arcadia?
Yeah.
So what? That's 25 minutes away from. Well, not 25 minutes. 25 miles from downtown.
The mean
Which
streets.
way?
It's the mean streets.
West, east.
It's in the valley, down in the valley.
We're not in the. Well, we're the San Gabriel Valley.
Yeah,
but,
that's what I mean.
We're not in the
down there in the
I'm
valley.
Where is
from
it in
California.
relation to like Rancho Cucamonga? Where is it in
Oh
relation?
God, that would probably be an hour.
That's a different one.
Yeah, that's a different
My
one.
parents lived there for a while.
Out by Huntington Beach.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't like that. I
Ontario.
wasn't.
San Bernardino.
I wasn't rich. I'm from Monrovia,
Huntington
man.
Beach.
I was
Is
not
Huntington
rich.
When I lived, when my parents were there, and I had a buddy out there who was visiting with me, and ultimately, Mrs. P made one of those trips before she was Mrs. P. But yeah, we would just hop down that Pacific coast from those little beach towns, one to the other. It's a fantastic way to spend an afternoon.
John, who made Burbank famous?
Well, that would probably be Rowan and Martin's Laughing from beautiful downtown Burbank.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
I would have gone to.
You were
I would have
weren't
gone
you?
with To Tell the Truth, which I believe was also Burbank, but.
Yes. By the way, so Friday's the big day, August 14th. The Bike Breakers, we do our ride, and we already have over 450 signed up, so it's not too late. You can still go to jacksbikebreakers.com. And again, all of the proceeds go to local charities.
Wonderful.
So, now, one other thing, you were talking to JP, and of course, congratulations to him on getting that Arizona Cardinals gig. We're very happy for him, and how you nicknamed him Juan Pablo. You know, I've been a long-time listener.
Yes.
You know, before I was, of course, part of this. And so, my question for you two, because I can't claim it, but I want to know who came up with Get Smart John.
I don't know which of the two. It was one of us.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That's a great question.
Okay, I just wondered, isn't it? Because I was kind of racking my brain.
Now,
because it wasn't me.
I don't
can't
know.
take
It's
credit.
a combo of some. I don't know who actually mentioned it first. It felt like it was like just. I have no idea.
Yeah,
that's way back. It was before beef. That's way back with the
because it's so good.
for the vampire.
Because it's so good, I'll say I did.
Yeah,
that was me.
Sure.
I glossed
Okay.
the nicknames around here.
Yeah, 21 years,
Flounder.
boys.
Why Flounder? Why not?
You have to burp when you say that, too.
You have to.
Okay.
That was a nice. I mean, it was a very weak burp, but that was a good attempt at burping on command. It was a burp. It was just a small, shallow one, which is probably good for the audience.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to give him a full heavy ritual.
Some of those people can do that. They can just open their mouth and breathe in a certain way. There he goes. He's one of them.
Okay. Yeah. By the way, I do know how the
Stop
trivia
challenging me.
segment.
I wasn't a challenge. I wasn't asking for that at all. I was talking about dirtier people.
When you guys were back at the Toaster, because I was a constant caller, I called into your show all the time, and I made a comment about, I host trivia on the side. Oh, and you're like, oh, really? Toss us a few questions. Remember? And then it evolved into what it is today.
Nice.
So
a mega conglomerate hit.
Exciting. Yes. Oh,
Yes.
gosh.
Yeah,
Syndicated.
Yeah, 21 years later. Okay. In 1980, the underdog U.S. men's ice hockey team stunned the heavily favored Soviet Union in the Winter Olympics in an upset known by what nickname?
Miracle on Ice.
I thought you were going to at least make it difficult and say who did, but that wasn't the final. Who did they beat in the final?
Right.
That's the trivia question.
Correct.
That was easy. Finland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And then, of course, I had bonus. Please tell me the captain of the U.S. team.
Mike Eruzione.
And the coach.
Or Brooks.
Or Brooks, who passed away 23 years ago yesterday. I just saw on social media or something.
Yeah, right before the movie came out.
Yeah.
The movie, that was,
Did Brooks
that was sad.
win an NHL title? I know him as an NHL coach, but did he?
I don't think he won.
That's a great question.
I don't think he won a cup. He may have. Let me look.
I couldn't tell you who he coached.
Coached the Rangers and let's see if
was he from Minnesota himself?
Yes.
I know he had a lot of
I feel
Minnesota
like it was
guys.
he coached the Rangers, the Devils, the North Stars, and the Penguins.
And somehow it's North Stars. It's
Never captured a league championship.
Penguins would have been your best shot considering when he coached and what they had. But
Geography.
Blue
Don't
question.
know much about geography.
I do, friend.
Yes, you do. What is the largest hot desert in the world, covering much of North Africa?
Sahara.
Yeah, it's the Sahara.
Yes.
Some people would have gotten confused and said Gobi.
Yes. Final answer.
I know this.
B.
People think it's Sahara, Dan. It's Gobi.
It's Gobi. Which rhymes with what, RJ?
Yes.
Kobe!
I was going to say Kobe, but
Yeah, that was the
you're
only
wrong.
answer. It doesn't really rhyme with anything else.
That's true.
Hobie.
Okay. For centuries, what network of ancient trade routes connected China to the Mediterranean world, carrying goods like silk and spices?
What now? What did he ask?
Ancient trade network of ancient trade routes.
Is that the?
It's the only one that we.
Want me to repeat it?
Yeah, repeat it.
Okay. For centuries, what network of ancient trade routes connected China to the Mediterranean world, carrying goods
It's the
like
Oriental
silk,
Express.
spices?
The Oriental Express.
The Silk Road.
Never heard of the Silk Road.
Oh.
Is the Oriental Express a movie, isn't it?
Yeah. The Silk Road.
Did he say trains?
Trade.
Oh,
No.
I thought he said trains. This is what
Trade.
trains.
Trade route.
Oh.
Oh, that kind of messed up my answer.
Well,
Yeah.
you know,
Nah.
yeah, well, okay. Well,
Wouldn't matter because I never heard of the Silk Road. Be honest.
You've never heard of it?
No.
I would not
You
have
haven't either,
gotten it.
Jeff?
I would have just gotten off of the Oriental Express, which I thought was a movie, but I also thought you said trains. You said trades. My bad. We missed that one. That's just a miss. 100%.
There she goes. There she goes.
Okay. Music.
Manilow!
What 6-minute Queen song from 1975, opening with the lyrics, "Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?" was called a mock opera by Freddie Mercury.
It's the Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes.
It's a great song. Really is a great song. Has so many different.
It's grown. It wasn't as great a song when it was like out and being played. It's like increased. I feel like as
I think it's
we've gone through life.
Well, and then it had that when it was in Wayne's World too. It really came back. Too.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wayne's World is to that
Right.
what
Would you
fantasy
agree?
football is to the NFL. I did think it spurred it.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good comparison. Current movies.
Current movies.
It's another stupid.
The Odyssey.
Which Disney animated film's live-action adaptation was released on July 10th?
That is Moana.
It is. Moana. Yeah.
Moana.
Potato.
Right. I know.
Because I would have
Tomato,
known the
tomato.
answer. I
Probably
just
is
would have to say,
Moana,
like,
isn't
this
it? I don't
year?
know.
Yeah.
It's, I'm past my. Is The Rock in the live action?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah,
Because he voiced on the other one, didn't he?
he was a voice on the other one.
Shout out to The Rock.
Good to see him get a little work. I know he's been a little down lately.
Said he had a .7 GPA when he played ball at Miami.
Rock's a good dad. Rock would be one of my top 3
The Rock.
actors. I mean, I ain't putting him up for an
Wayne.
Oscar, but just like if I'm going to watch a movie, that's the top 3. Like
They're always
track
entertaining, aren't they?
Yeah, always.
Yes. Animals.
Vegetables.
Minerals.
What is the only species capable of flying backwards as well as forwards?
It's a hummingbird.
That is correct. Food.
Glorious food.
What type of pizza named for a queen is topped simply with tomato, mozzarella, and basil to resemble the Italian flag?
That's that
name for a queen, like
Marguerite. Isn't that what it's called?
Oh,
I don't like that kind of pizza, so I never order it. Is that what it is though? Just the plain tomato, basil, and
that sounds
mozzarella.
good.
Marguerite.
Yeah,
Marguerite.
Let's go with it.
Elongate it, please.
Okay, it's
Margarita.
No, it's
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's it.
okay.
That's it.
All right.
Margarita. Yeah.
All right.
With a GH, not like margarita as in
I got you.
the drink. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Good job.
Good job.
TV. Set in the Star Wars universe, what Disney Plus series follows a lone bounty hunter and his young, force-sensitive companion nicknamed Baby Yoda?
That's the Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Mandalorian.
Right.
That is correct.
Yep. All right, Johnny, let's grab a break, come back to some audio clue, and rock and roll here.
Actually, we don't have one.
What?
We don't have one because I couldn't get in touch with AJ. So
that's
fine.
That's good. That's
AJ, RJ, JJ,
RJ,
they're all the same.
NJ,
You can do one with me real quick while we're
CJ. This is the drill. We'll be back with more next.
Okay.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. The preseason starts with a trip through the French Quarter. It's teal and black in the Big Easy. Yes! Jaguars, Saints, Saturday at 4 on the flagship station of the Jaguars, 1010 XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Looking for an engagement ring that doesn't look like everyone else's?
Not every woman wants a cookie cutter ring that you find in every jewelry store around town.
Meet Ben Lupo, second-generation owner at Beard's Diamonds, who says a lot of couples come in today looking for something different, even a custom design ring. They come in with pictures or drawings, or sometimes they combine things they like from several rings into a one-of-a-kind creation.
We can really kind of put all of those notes into one piece and show her her creation. If she likes it, we move forward. If not, we can change it however many times to make sure that we get it correct for her.
And here's the best part. Custom design rings at Beard's usually don't cost any extra.
You really have that ability to fully customize your ring without spending a ton of dollars as opposed to just buying something right out of the case.
So don't settle for a chain store cookie cutter ring. Come to Beard's for all the top designer rings and where you can also create that one-of-a-kind treasure.
You get the ability to customize your ring and put your stamp on it however you want.
Beard's Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center. Online at beardsdiamonds.com.
If it's a big deal for the orange and blue, it's on the Gator Report.
I'm Kyle Markowitz. Get your chomp of Swamp News several times a week on 1010XL.
Installed by Cash Building Material.
Replacing windows can be a big investment, and you deserve straight answers. Well, at Cash Building Material, I got them. Prosser here. Cash Building Material explain my options, answer my questions, and help me find windows that fit my home and my budget. No pressure, just honest advice. And they'll do the same for you. So before you buy windows or doors, get a cash quote. Search Cash Building Material and click on their replacements tab. Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy is never frozen. Always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses. No dry, crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little guy with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand and a quality sandwich. So do what I do, stop in at a Circle K and make yours a Dandy today.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione. Campione Law.
Frank Frangie here for my friends at Coil Fencing. You've heard me talk about our Bregan baseball complex with walk-off charities and we needed a batter's eye. Nobody knew how to do it. Coil figured it out, and it is great. Since then, Coil & Sons has completed hundreds of projects, including most recently our football fields at Fort Family Park. The bottom line is they do everything. They do it well. It looks great. I trust Coil & Sons. You can too. Since 1927, they've been getting it right. CoilJacks.com. C-O-Y-L-E Jacks.com. That's where you find them. A proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Hey, soccer fans, Sporting Jacks is giving away a new Honda Accord Saturday, 8:15. Sporting Jacks men take on Indy 11 at 7 on Hodges Field at UNF. Just be there. Someone will win a new car from Honda at the Avenues and Sporting Jacks. Visit sportingjacks.com today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Nicely done. Bring back Get Smart John for segment 2. See how we can do here. Johnny?
Yes. So, my apologies when I said AJ. No, you knew who I was thinking of, right?
Oh, Smokey Styles.
Yeah,
the legend.
Yeah.
We used to have a producer named
RJ,
AJ,
so my
RJ,
apologies.
and JJ. So, yeah.
Yes. And by the way, and shout out to RJ. So he was able to cue this up very quickly during the break. So we do have an audio clue for you, gentlemen.
Wonderful. Let's do it.
Okay. Are you good to go, RJ?
Here it is.
I thought you were supposed to know that.
You will in a minute.
You know it already?
No.
I don't know.
Okay.
We don't get the whole thing. It's like that one of those deals.
You cut it off.
Yeah, that's what they do.
I cut it off. That's right.
That's what they do to us.
That's what we do.
Oh boy.
It's a
Is there a clue to
80s.
this, or
It's a 80s like
It's gonna kick into a
Actually,
song we
it's
know.
70s.
Is
It's
it
70s.
Is it? It sounds like popish Van Halen-ish kind of.
Sounds more to me like Bay City Rollers.
All
Or,
right, it could be too. Here, play it one more time.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You know, you can play a little bit more of it if you want, RJ. That's fine.
Let a little more go, RJ.
Yeah, a little. That's fine.
It's a little more rock than Bay City.
You ain't seen nothing yet?
Ain't seen nothing. Could be.
Hold on, keep going, RJ. We don't know it yet.
Good luck.
Hold on. Oh, I want to know your name because you the fox on the run.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, I don't know
There
that
you
song.
go.
I do not know that song.
It's a good song. That is a
70.
good
I mean,
song.
if there
Yeah,
were
Fox
like
on the run.
if there were like a weak spot that you needed covered in the entire realm of trivia from here to the far ends of the galaxy, it'd be like 60s, 70s music.
Now, I don't know. I
Like the
couldn't tell you.
percentage of 70s music that he knows that I don't know is by far the widest gap of the categories.
Yeah.
I can't
Who
get any of
sings that? Get Smart?
Can you tell me?
No.
That would be Sweet.
Sweet?
Name of the group, Sweet. Yes.
No, I don't know
British.
that.
Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
So, but you did know the song.
Yeah.
So that's what,
Fox on the run. You scream and everybody knows. I don't know. But yeah.
very good.
I got it.
No, that was it. You got it. Yes, you did.
Before.
So, Jeff, have you even heard that song? Did you recognize it at all?
No. I don't. Well, he's.
You might hear the lyrics.
You know, if I'd have been hearing with it, yeah, but once Dan started singing, that was basically all I was hearing.
Yep.
That can
Okay.
throw you off a little
right.
bit. I mean, the passion is there. I'm not sure it's leading me down the right tonal,
Something wrong with your ears.
But, okay, that's fair.
So,
They have a
yeah.
voice of an angel.
Maybe.
Nice work and good job, RJ. Thank you.
Thank you, RJ.
All right.
Fallen angel.
DJ.
Date.
Date.
Oh, God.
I once said
All
that.
right.
I once said that RJ has a very punchable face.
Cherubic.
Cherubic.
To be
Yes,
more
he was
specific.
cherubic. Yes.
Cherubic face.
He has a cherubic face.
Never forgot that.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I don't
by
know
the
why you
way-
wanted to punch me, though.
Well,
See, that was the problem.
That was a little bit of a problem.
Punchable face.
Mm.
Oh, gosh. So,
By the way,
of course, the
cherubic,
references.
cherubic, sweet, round, and innocent face like a child or baby angel. Cherubic.
Why would you
That's
want
what
to punch
cherubic
that,
means.
though?
Yeah. Well, it's also a punchable face.
No, what's his face? Cupid. Cherubic. That's a classic cliche. Cherubic.
Yeah. From the
So, of course,
cue
Yeah, stop. Yeah.
to push to shove.
Uh,
adjunct professor at work.
Thank you
Yes.
very much.
So,
Ballroom
night might have-
Blitz, also by Sweet. Ballroom Blitz.
Oh, shout out
Ballroom
that one?
Blitz. That song I do know.
Well, there's like 3 or 4 hits that they had that
Okay.
I think most people would recognize. But the Hollywood Nights, that you got E loving that, the Volare part.
Yeah.
I may have taken the microphone and maybe didn't actually fart, but
Okay.
there were about 3 people that got it.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't know if that's I don't know if you picked the right room for that one. Yeah. This
No,
is our
only because
goofy
of the
little
age,
show.
the demographic.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So states, and there's going to be a bonus question with it.
All right,
Okay.
States.
All right. In what year, within one, did both Alaska and Hawaii join the United States as the 49th and 50th state?
57? 50.
I thought it was 50.
Is it 50?
But I'm now scared that maybe I'm just thinking because it's the 50th state, it could have been a little bit later. So it didn't jump. I
thought it was 57.
Okay,
58.
then if you like 57, 58,
I think it's later.
like that. Okay, let's do that. Because I think I got over.
What do we have to be within?
A year.
Let's go 57.
Well, I
Or
don't
do you
think.
want to go 58?
Let's go 58 because I'm almost positive it wasn't 56.
Okay,
And then
58.
and that gives us 59 just in case.
Like it. 58.
Yes, it was 1959. Good job.
I think we went up.
You were right on that. Now for the bonus.
Uh-huh.
So, who was president when both these states came into the union? When we did have 50 states,
That would have been
like
this is your bonus. So if you missed it, you don't.
Nixon
lose.
was 60, right?
no. Kennedy was 60.
Oh, Kennedy beat Nixon.
Was it
in
Truman
60.
before? Or is Truman?
When was Eisenhower?
It was 50, wasn't he? Back
Damn
to 50.
presidents.
Or no, Truman came after FDR. It is probably Ike.
I think it's Ike.
Yeah, Ike.
I like Ike. Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's
Got him.
right, Johnny.
Dwight
President.
D. Eisenhower.
Yeah.
That's a president question, Googans.
Yeah.
Never forget.
That's right.
Never forget.
Ever since I played Augusta, I learned a lot about Ike and the Eisenhower
Sure,
cabin and the
yeah.
Eisenhower tree, Jeff.
Nice. You have to tell me about that later.
For the 68th time.
I abandoned the 10-finger grip yesterday, by the way. It lasted one round.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, it's due. We're not going to do it now, but Jeff, I want you in the very near future, if you would please share the Mr. Oprah Winfrey story again. Okay.
Yeah. We'll reset. Maybe next Super Bowl.
Okay.
Super Bowl time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was.
Geography.
Misplaced Super Bowl.
Geography.
Receiving less annual precipitation than any other, which continent is the driest on Earth?
I mean, it would have to be Africa. Would it could be.
What's
Is
the other
it Antarctica? I don't know. It's frozen all the time. I don't know how much
Snows, though?
it does snow, but I don't know
Yeah.
how much precipitation. I mean, I would think there are probably parts of there are
You
parts
talking
of
about
Africa
the,
that's gonna be,
deserts of Africa?
Yeah.
And get no
But
rain.
you've also got like jungles in Africa. Get a ton of
Yeah,
rain.
that's probably true.
Africa's
big.
I think Antarctica would be like the trick answer.
All right. You go with it.
Yeah.
You pick.
Antarctica.
Very good.
Nice.
Good. Thank you.
That's another blue notch in the
That's
belt.
Kawhi, by the way. That's Kawhi
Nice.
Leonard laughing.
Okay. Tourism. Defying death since 1934, the La Quebrada cliff divers are a popular tourist attraction in what Mexican resort town?
That's in Mexico.
What- no.
Acapulco?
Yes, we said Mexican.
Is this? Are you talking about like the old Wild World of Sports
Yeah,
days
that's
where
what I
they show
think.
the cliff diving?
Acapulco, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Acapulco.
Yeah.
It was Wide World of Sports. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yes, and you got it correct.
Yeah, that was freaky back when they showed that.
And I think these jokers literally like time the waves, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, not only,
Yeah.
and when we say cliff diving, we're talking like 40, 50 feet up.
Oh,
They're
way
doing
up.
all kinds of stuff.
Way
And
up.
it's just silliness.
They're diving. They're not just jumping.
No. It's,
Cannonball!
And I don't think the water was that deep either. So they had to really. I'm
That's
pretty
what
sure
I'm
of
saying.
that
They
as well.
time, and by the way, where those water rushes into the cliff and then it like swirls. That's amazing. They didn't like lose to a episode. Yeah, we've lost Jose Feliciano. He's gone. They can't seem to locate him, Jim. Back to you. I mean,
He was singing singing Feliz Navidad as he was going down.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Time for a couple more,
okay.
Johnny.
All right. History. In 1871, what Midwestern city was devastated by a fire that, according to legend, started when a cow kicked over a lantern in the O'Leary family barn?
That was the night Chicago died. La 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 la.
It was Chicago.
The night Chicago died. Brother, what a night it really was.
Don't know that song
Brother,
either.
what a fight it really was. Yes, indeed.
Nope, no
I
clue.
heard my mama cry.
Still not sounding familiar.
I heard her pray the night Chicago
Not a word.
died.
Not a word of
Can you
the
tell me
lyrics.
who sings that song, Dan?
Same ones who sing Billy Don't Be a Hero.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're two different. I think it was Paper Lace that sang the one you were singing. I think. So I don't have that in front of me, but you got it. So that's good.
It is Paper Lace.
All right. Okay. All right. That's an older one. Okay. Art.
Also
What
Paper Lace,
Salvador
Billy Don't
Dali-
Be a Hero. So settle down.
Oh, so you were right. Okay. Well, I said I wasn't.
You want me to, you want me to
fine.
croon that one for you, Jeffrey?
No, I know that one. So I don't need it. Thanks. Meanwhile, we have a odd appreciation. The fact that that's a true story, but I don't want to tell it, is what's
No.
amazing.
No.
I wish I could tell
Okay.
it about like you or
Yeah.
me or Kush or someone. I
Be
would tell
better.
it,
Yeah.
but I can't tell it on.
Don't try cushion.
Yeah. Well, whoever. Yeah. It's like it's like
Okay,
a known
what-
figure. Odd appreciation. How about fought appreciation? And then rip one.
Yeah.
Like that's real. Yeah. Okay. Next question. Art.
Okay.
Yeah. Art is the question. Yes. Who is it?
Okay, what Sal-
Banksy. That's my answer. Banksy.
Banksy.
Okay. No.
Okay.
What Salvador Dali painting, completed in 1931, depicts melting clocks draped over a barren, dreamlike landscape?
That's water lilies.
That is acid. I believe that was called Acid Trip. At least in college, that's what they called it. No, I have. You asking me to tell you what a
I
piece
think you've
of
heard of this.
what a piece of art is named? Is that am I to like? And it's not the Mona
It's
Lisa.
arguably one of his most famous works. It's,
Yeah,
it's
I don't know.
arguably one of his
Now
most
that you,
recognized.
if you ask me right now to list 3 names of paintings,
Water lilies.
I don't know if I could. I don't know I don't know if I could say 3 names of paintings. Like I like the famous ones. Dogs playing poker. I get that one.
Dogs playing poker.
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa.
Velvet Elvis.
Velvet
No,
Elvis.
that's not a painting. It's not a painting.
Okay.
So
well,
I
okay.
technically, honestly, it might be 2. Those may be the only 2 paintings I can name: the Mona Lisa and dogs playing poker.
What is it? What's the dolly?
The persistence of memory.
Oh, yes. The persistence of memory.
Let me tell you how long that's going to persist
Sound
in my
familiar to
memory.
you?
That's going to persist in my
All right,
memory
okay.
for about 8 seconds.
Give me one more,
Okay,
John.
one
Get out
more.
of here. Mhm.
Speaking of that, okay, science.
Science.
Roughly, I'm going to see if you can do it without the multiple choice. Roughly, how many miles per second does light travel through a vacuum? How many miles per second?
I saw this in that scary AI doc movie.
I'll give you the choice. I'll give you the multiple if you need it, but I thought you might get this without it.
Man, we're not going to get this. We
No.
1,000% need
Right,
the
okay.
need. Yeah.
18,600 miles per second,
Mm-hmm.
186,000 miles per second, or 1,860,000 miles per second.
I think it's 186,000 miles per second.
We'll take B, John. Final answer.
B. Oh, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, that's how fast these computer these computer entities are recreating themselves. There's your answer right there.
All right, my man.
All right,
Appreciate
boys.
you, Johnny. There he
Have a great
goes.
day.
Get smart, John, the legend. the
Thanks,
man.
John.
We'll take a break.
Have a great week.
We
We'll
got
be-
the Murphy Power Hour a little
Nice.
bit later in the show, brought to you by
Awesome.
ITB Partners and more. Coming up on The Drill.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
You can always tell which ones were captured in the wild by the look in their eyes. The Wildcat.
1010XL. Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Hey, gang, the investment landscape always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. But at ITB Partners, one thing stays constant. That's our commitment to your financial future. Whether it's consolidating your accounts, rolling over an old 401k, helping you maximize your pension program, man, we help make your financial journey simpler and smarter. And those ITB partners, Reed Wingate and Dan Abel and Janice Cobb and Reagan Wright and Chris Bryan and Jeff Hartman. Oh, your personalized investment strategy built on trust, transparency, and experience. They are terrific. And, man, we are growing now, aren't we? It's summertime. Get that money in motion. Don't wait. Let ITB Partners help you pursue your financial goals so you can focus on what matters most. They're ITB Partners. They're stable, strategic, and secure, constantly working to be your financial partner for life. Registered representatives offering securities offered through Cetera Wealth Services, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC, and advisory services offered through Blue Horizon Equity, Inc.
Get geared up for the weekend with wall-to-wall football. First Coast Football Friday with Hayes Carline, Ryan O'Halloran, and Rick Ballou. Protected by the law offices of Jason K.S. Porter and Cash Building Material. 4 to 7 on 1010XL.
I'm Frank Frangie. I've lived here my whole life. I'm a Jacksonville guy through and through. So when I meet somebody who really knows this market, especially one this choppy, I trust it. Well, that's exactly what happened with Chad and Sandy. You need to sell now? Chad and Sandy have instant offers, fast, easy, stress-free. You need max price? Their science-based Market Max system is a proven, repeatable system guaranteed to sell your home for maximum price. Ask James and Sue in St. Augustine. Moving to Ocala for more space, they interviewed 3 other agents who didn't last 5 minutes. Chad and Sandy's team answered every question and made them feel like they mattered. Their home sold in 1 week, the highest price in the neighborhood. Chad and Sandy are the local real estate experts. Using their proprietary Market Max system, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required repairs. Pick your own move date. No long-term contracts. Call Chad and Sandy, 904-414-6200, or go to chadandsandy.com.
Hey, Hickett here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology, reminding you to wear your sunscreen, man. That's what they want you to do, man. The Sunshine State brings some challenges out there, and if you're out there for a long time, fishing, playing golf, watching your kids play, working, man, get on a floppy hat, long sleeve dry fit with cooler temps, sunscreen if you need it. Listen, they'll take care of you. Nobody better than Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. It's a great place I go. Shout out to Solana Road. That's where I go for all my skincare needs. I had a hydrofacial there. Terrific. Get your wife a hydrofacial. You'll be glad you did. Listen, but take care of that skin. And if something does show up, then go online at beachesdermatology.com. Find the best location to serve you logistically, and you'll be glad you did. They'll take care of all your skincare needs. That's beachesdermatology.com.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Hey, Hicken here on 1010XL. Jacksonville lawns fight sandy soil. And regular watering and mowing? Not enough. TopDressing.com fixes the real problem. Their Crew Core aerates your yard, then spreads a custom organic biocompost blend that rebuilds the soil, feeds the roots, and grows thicker, greener grass from the ground up. It's the professional way to rescue your lawn. Do like I did. Call 888-850-1850 or visit TopDressing.com.
You know, it's funny. Most of us don't think about our water heater until it's too late. So here's a little bonus from our friends at Duck Duck Rooter. During August, when you schedule any plumbing service, they'll include a free water heater inspection while they're already at your home. No pressure, no gimmicks, just honest advice from a company that's built its reputation on doing things the right way. That's the Duck Duck standard. When you're stuck, call Duck Duck Rooter. 904-862-6769 or chuckduckruder.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by 5-Star Bath Solutions. Jags head coach Liam Coen doesn't expect starters to play at all after the joint practice.
No, not in week 1, for sure.
Florida, a year and a half removed from that NCAA title run, is back in Duval. The Gators meet Grand Canyon on December 18th at 5-Star, marking their 3rd straight Jacksonville showcase. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently 80 degrees at 8:08. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Jags released their depth chart yesterday, and really there are only 2 camp battles that will continue on. Oars. There are 2 oars when you look at the depth chart. At running back, you have Bashal Tootin or Chris Rodriguez Jr., so that's an interesting battle, right? Who will get the most carries this year? That will be fun to watch and monitor. And then on defense, you have Ventrell Miller or Branson Combs. Now, most people think it'll be Ventrell Miller just because of the way he plays against the run and the way that the Jaguars play their defense. But Branson Combs has earned some credibility, and he is right there with Ventrell Miller. So 2 spots, 2 camp battles that will continue to rage on. And that is your Duval Minute, brought to you by friends at Lift Power. Oh, Lift Power is hot this summer. Looking for experienced lift, truck, and dock and door technicians? Benefits are out of this world. 401k, company vehicle paid training, sign-on bonus. Man, Lift Power annually voted one of the best places to work, rapidly growing, proudly serving Jacksonville for more than 50 years. You can be part of that family. Don't let this opportunity slip by. You can learn much more at liftpower.com. Just go to liftpower.com. You know, as we welcome you back, yeah, they did put out the depth chart. And if you look, the offensive line is interesting.
They being the Jaguars.
The Jaguars, in that, you know, and again, we don't know Cole Van Lanen's status, but right now it would be Walker Little at right, Patrick McCarry at right guard, who hasn't practiced, Robert Hainsey, Ezra Cleveland, and Anton Harrison.
I don't believe that.
Those are your 5, so
I'm not sure that, although guys that would be challenging in some ways are I'll tell you a guy who seems from this side to be missing out on a little opportunity would be Milam.
Yeah, but he's been starting a lot.
I mean, he's been playing. That's what I'm saying. Well, all these guys,
is McCarry coming back? He goes right ahead of him
That's what I'm saying. You've missed a little bit of an opportunity here with all this extra playing time, you know, and you know, I think that would indicate they feel he's not ready. I don't want to draw too much into it, but you put the depth chart out.
You know, one name that I have not heard at all in training camp. There's a couple names that, you know, that on the I don't know if it's negative because you can't watch everybody, and you don't know what they're doing, and you know you don't. But,
want me to guess?
But you don't have to guess. But they haven't been making plays, because if they make plays, like Parker Washington, MVP of the camp, Travis Hunter, you know, flashes.
A lot of them. I could tell you. I could tell you 12, 15 guys that have.
When was the last time we heard Caleb Bransaw's name?
Yeah, not once. Yeah, that's a good.
I've not heard Caleb Bransaw's name at all, and he's, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, Murray and Johnson are.
I'll give you one. Mm-hmm. Now, and granted, this may be the role, which will always be extra spotlight on because of where he went. Borkshire.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard much at all about Borkshire. He had one day where he know, made a couple of grabs, but again, that might be.
You're hearing more Koziel than you are Borkshire.
Yes. Yeah. And he is a rookie. So
and haven't heard a ton of Koziel either, but that's fair. But so is Ransaw, too, for the most part.
Well, I guess. Another one. I think might be hard pressed to make the club. I wonder.
Yasir Abdullah. It's another one.
Who? Yasir Abdullah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he still on the team?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah. He sure is. Yeah.
It's another guy who at one point was a guy. You know,
Jalen McLeod.
Another one. A guy who missed all his rookie year last year.
Yeah. I mean, just some of those guys. You know, Hunter Long. Was a second tight end last year.
Yeah, well, and we heard Gladstone.
Now he's 5th.
And Gladstone tipped it a little bit yesterday with Quentin Morris. I mean, you know, when you point out that he played well enough, we gave him a contract. He's going to be one of the 3.
4.
Well, I'm sorry. He's 3rd is what I meant to say, or at least 3rd. At the worst, 3rd. No, 4th. It could be 4th.
Yeah, Koziel, Borkshire, Strange.
Yeah, those 4 are on the team.
Yeah,
and I don't think you keep a 5th. So to your point, Hunter Long, he's probably gone.
Yeah. So just some names that,
And then there are some that continue to flash, and you just wonder, is there a spot for him? Like, a guy who did yesterday, got open deep twice. I've seen his name a number of times. Watching, he's caught most thrown his way is Trammell.
Yeah, he's just,
there's
no room at the end.
Yeah, maybe the sixth receiver, maybe.
Oof. I mean, how you got
If you keep
Thomas,
six?
Jakobi, Parker, the 2 draft picks,
and then him,
Travis Hunter.
Yeah, but Hunter is, you don't have to technically keep him as a receiver. You know what I mean? He can be kept as a corner as part of that depth.
Yeah,
which is part of his value, right? So maybe is there Myers, Thomas, Washington, 2 rookies, and Travis Hunter and whatever. Is there a 6th receiver?
I don't know,
because if there is, then the Trammell is doing, I guess, at least what you would want him to do.
Yeah, I don't know. So a lot of. It's just interesting the way it's been unfolding so far, and something to keep an eye on and see if guys. Now again, we got to get games under our belt, and this Saturday is a chance for all these guys. If Caleb Bransall goes out and makes 2 plays, and all of a sudden, whoa, he becomes a factor in the conversation. I saw this on social media, and it made me chuckle. And I think they're playing off the. I'm guessing that they're playing off the. Didn't ESPN do a thing on villains in college football?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Barstool guys did one, and the one guy just kept picking guys who killed people, like Aaron Hernandez.
Sure.
But the other
Ray
guy,
Caruth.
But another guy, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But another guy was creative. Like one of the guys, top 5 villains. Guy says, I don't like how Kirk Herbstreit's dog, Peter Herbstreit, stole the spotlight from old Ben after Ben passed. So Peter Herbstreit.
That's good.
That's a good one, right? Then he comes back with, let me see the next one here. I had the Athens Police Department because if they were a little more lenient on crime, Georgia probably have 5 or 6 national championships.
If I were making my list, it would be so personal it wouldn't resonate with me.
Then he had Sarah Fuller for no reason given, the kicker at Vandy. Right? Wasn't she at Vandy, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
And then
had a kickoff, maybe.
And then he had number 1 villain, George Kliakov.
I don't know that.
Yeah, he was a commissioner of the Pac-12. He killed the whole conference.
Okay, well, that's fair.
But I thought that was creative.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that. It made me chuckle.
Yeah. The danger there is listing 5 people that no one knows who you're talking about.
Correct. One other note, and this also made me. I enjoyed this. Guy says, possibly the greatest mistake in marriage history.
Boy, that's a big pool, Mal. It's better knock my socks off.
Wifey applied for the lottery without my knowledge because she overheard me talking about the Masters. She just walked into my office and showed me that she won tickets to what she thought was the Masters, but turned out to be the Open at St. Andrews.
Was she getting him for him, I hope? Yeah. Okay, so at least she was like, I'm going to the Masters.
She accidentally entered the Open lottery, wins tickets to St. Andrews. The guy says possibly the greatest mistake in marriage history.
Yeah.
We're delighted to inform you that you've been allotted tickets in the 155th Open ticket ballot. The next chapter of golf's greatest story will be written on the historic links of the old course. Now your journey to the 155th Open begins. You have until 5 p.m. on Monday, the 17th of August, to pay for your order and secure your place at St. Andrews in 2027.
And by the way, we're bound to it, honey.
Yeah.
Well, you take the vacation together. And for the mistake, I hope she's a golf fan.
Well, or
take a buddy.
Take a buddy and go play over there. You got to play.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's fair.
Yeah.
All right. We'll take a quick time out and try and catch up, but I had to reference this. We don't have a text of the day per se, but this one made me chuckle. We were talking about that Salvador Dali painting where the clock is melted over the mountainscape.
Uh-huh.
And this is what it's called. It's called your college roommate's poster. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Well played, sir. Well played. Back with more next. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I'm Brett Musburger on the heartbeat of the First Coast, 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Hey, Tommy Mack here from 1010XL. When it comes to vehicle service, trust matters. At Tom Bush Family of Dealerships, we're proud to service all makes and models with honest recommendations, skilled technicians, and work that's done right. Whether you drive a pickup, SUV, or a sedan, we're here to help you keep it running its best. Visit Tom Bush Family of Dealerships and see why so many drivers keep coming back. Come see why your next vehicle is waiting at the Tom Bush Family of Dealerships.
I'm Alan Tyre with Trust-A-Line Mortgage. My business partners Bill Pappas and Ken Rimley want to thank all the top real estate agents and builders who refer us business every day. Thinking about buying or building a new home? At Trust-A-Line Mortgage, we're here to make the mortgage process simple, clear, and stress-free. That's why First Coast residents have trusted us for more than 37 years. Since 1989, Trust-A-Line Mortgage has been your local mortgage company dedicated to personal service. Real people, real conversations, and real solutions. Whether you're looking for a conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loan, Trust-A-Line Mortgage brings over 4 decades of experience to help you. And did I mention we offer the most competitive jumbo rates in Florida? If you're ready to buy, build, refinance, or simply explore your options, call Trust-A-Line Mortgage today at 904-381-LOAN or visit our website at trustalinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trust-A-Line Mortgage.
Trustline Mortgage, NMLS 331480. Alan Tyre, NMLS 246490. Bill Pappas, NMLS 218443. Ken Remley, NMLS 246445.
Picking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
He had 2 of the NFL's fastest feet. Find out how fast Fred feels about what's happening on the field. Fred Taylor joins Dan and Jeff on The Drill, Monday mornings at 8:30. Brought to you by Epstein & Robbins DUI Defense Firm and Wingstop.
Hacker here for Cornerstone Interior Solutions. If your AC is working overtime every summer, your insulation may be the problem. Homeowners and builders across Northeast Florida are calling Cornerstone to upgrade to spray foam insulation. It seals homes, crawl spaces, garages, blocking in cool air and blocking out heat. So your home stays cooler, your system runs easier, and your energy bills stay under control. Don't wait for peak heat. Visit CornerstoneInteriorSolutions.com.
Like many football fans in Jacksonville, I love defense. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett, and I'm here to tell you that defense in the courtroom is important as well. That's because penalties for DUI are much more serious than penalties on the gridiron. If you or someone you know is facing a DUI, call us for a free case analysis now. Know before you blow 858-9818. Put my more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Office is Jacksonville, serving all surrounding counties. Call 858-9818 or go to knowbeforeyoublow.com.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Hey, poker players, are you looking for big jackpot excitement?
You know it, and I heard Best Bet is the place to go for Vegas-style table games and big jackpot winnings. With friendly dealers, exciting action, and games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em or 3-card poker, there's no better place to play.
That's right. With 3 locations, there's a Best Bet location close by for you to win big. See all the details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. The Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
We got Murph here. We're bringing him right in because he's He's not Daniel Murphy, former New York Met. He's not Silver Slugger Daniel Murphy. He's not All-Star Daniel Murphy. He's Jaguar Insider Daniel Murphy.
Yes, he is. I mean, insider.
You were embedded yesterday.
Yeah, we were getting down yesterday.
You were embedded.
It was warm too.
Yeah.
Those boys were.
I do love though. I got this. God bless him, man. Is Tom 80?
You need a headset?
Oh, I'll get one.
We'll get you
sort it.
Is that not working?
I'm just gonna get one of the plugs.
There you go.
RJ's got
He's
the best in the business.
He's damn near 80 years old. And,
Thomas.
Yeah, I think he has a birthday this month. He might be 80.
He's already 80.
Anyway, he's the same age as your dad, right?
Yeah, my dad's 81.
And Spurrier and they're
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, I just love watching the juices get flowing when he gets there.
Golly, the coach
Right?
in him.
Yeah,
It just
he can't turn
he'll
it
see
off.
something.
Yeah.
And then he'll turn around. Hey, come here. Let me tell you this. He's like, what you got to see is, on this run play, hit the wham, and I'm like, I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you, Hefe. Like,
Yeah,
I just
and when they had a play yesterday where a big pile went down, and I can still vividly remember just the yelling and the screaming, and he walk up and be, don't get up, get up. He doesn't want get hurt.
on your feet.
Yeah.
So I go, what you tackle, but you don't go down. He's like, yeah, you wrap up and you hit him, but stay on your feet.
There's nobody better. He's the greatest. But anyway, so you were there, and again, thank you for the J Fund, all you do, because you've been a huge supporter of that. But you were there with Tom as part of a J Fund deal, but you got to sort of hang out with Coach Coen.
We got to have lunch with him and Baselli, Hall of Famer, and then
and I know
Jimmy
you,
Gladstone.
Okay, very good. I know you like to pick brains, so
yeah,
I know you probably fired. So, what can you tell us about this year's squad right now? What can you get? What can you give us? What insights?
Got a little bit the same thing that seems like the whole city got. Like I think Coach Coen would like to be a little sharper on offense.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right.
I think
he was mad yesterday.
Banged up on the O-line.
He said he was peed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then, we were talking a little bit, and he's like, the defense is healthy right now. And I was like, well, yeah. And then they smell blood in the water. It don't matter if you got the same colored jerseys on,
Right.
like they're gonna same uniform. And so the defense is flying around, kind of getting on them. So yeah, that's kind of. We just sat there, talked a little ball. He, he went on vacation and went over to London and played what the old courses over there in Scotland. And so I've been to London. He's showing me Shad's place and Fulham and
very good.
Fellowshipping a little bit. I enjoy talking to Jimmy Gladstone as well. Just kind of some of the things that
it's an interesting
surprised
dynamic. The three dudes are really different personality wise. Gladstone, Baselli, and Coen are different personalities. They are. They're all good. They're just a different. There's a difference.
But there's a real vibe to it.
There's a commonality for sure.
Practice it kind of ended. The guys were coming off the field, and so we were all going to eat lunch together. And Baselli's there, and so is Jimmy. And so Tony looks at him and goes, "Hey, let's go watch this film, and then we'll eat lunch with him." Kind of, it's like let's go do this. And then they end up meeting us, and then got to talk to Liam for probably he hung with us for 10 minutes after practice, and then went and sorted a couple things out. Came, sat right down, gave us a kind of little play sheet. We're supposed to pick a play out. He goes, "What?" He goes, "Pick two." Because my oldest Noah is like, "Let's get it to Brenton Strange." He's like, "That's my favorite player."
Well, he won't be starting, so Brenton is going to have to be out of the play.
I'll have to angle and see if Liam will let me call it maybe regular season. I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
Well, that's good. That's so you got to spend some time over there.
It's a good team, isn't it? Down on the field, taking a look at them. It's a good, deep football team, and with a seeming quarterback arrival, there's reason to be optimistic.
Very much so, and I'm drawn to 16. Like I watch him. Like when I see his red jersey come up, and then I was almost going to ask you, like, how do you watch camp? I know you like to watch the trenches a little bit. Like that all move. I'm gonna be honest, it's moving too fast for me.
But you follow the ball a lot of times.
And then it's fun to listen to Liam and James Gladstone talk about it, because like they're looking at things differently. Almost, I feel like the way that I'll watch a baseball game.
Right.
I just don't understand the inner workings of it. So I was like, give me the tall blonde one.
Yeah.
That's the one I pay attention to. And then you see the ball come out of his hand, and that's nothing against the other quarterbacks that we have here. It's like, it hits different. Just rip it in.
And there's a reality too that if he is what it certainly looks like he is, that's and you've got enough around you're going to be relevant here for years. I'm not saying there's anything guaranteed. There's not, but if that holds true, then That's that floor gets higher and higher.
Can you draw anything like? It's an awful interesting comparison, but is there anything from spring training and an NFL training camp that
similar?
Yeah, similar. Compare, contrast.
Prayers for good health.
That's it.
Salute is one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
And then there was another one we got a chance to watch the drill. They were doing one-on-ones pass protection, like in the backfield. Now that was fun because you're like getting a real rep. Like, the defender's coming in. He's trying to beat the running back because it was like LaQuint Allen and Tootin was getting his in and some of the linebackers. And then there was one of the rookies he just got beat on one. And so as he go, I'm with my son. I go, oh, don't do that. He goes, what? I was like, rookies don't want to get isolated like that on those reps. But like to see that sort of kind of like cracking going on, it just makes it more real. They're probably maybe 15 yards from us. It's probably like as close as we got. Because they were doing was like run like they did third downs. That's what Coach Coughlin grabbed us. He goes, "Come on!" He goes, "It's first, second, third down." And so like we walk over, and he's out in the sun just doing it. So we walk over, and we were sweating bullets.
Yeah,
but
it's warm.
It sure was.
It was warm yesterday. All right, well, Murph's here. We got the Murphy Power Hour. We'll turn our attention to some baseball and some other stuff as well. Continue our Jaguars discussion. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care. Official dental partner of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
It's the little things like a peach milkshake on a warm day that makes summer sweet. And now you can head to your local Chick-fil-A and enjoy a favorite summer treat again. Hand-spun the old-fashioned way, this refreshing milkshake features Chick-fil-A ice cream and peaches. It's the perfect cold treat to enjoy outside on a warm day or with friends and family after dinner. And it's here for just a limited time, so swing by your local Chick-fil-A and treat yourself today.
Hey, gang, Beards Diamonds is where Jacksonville shops for engagement rings, fine diamond jewelry, and, of course, luxury pre-owned Rolex watches there as well. Hicken here, Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. Man, we're different. We're different in so many ways. We're better. We're local. The owners are part of our community. The Lupo's been around for more than 40 years. Money spent at Beards doesn't go to Wall Street. It stays right here. And you don't compromise on anything at Beards. The best selection of diamonds in Northeast Florida. Beards doesn't have to jack up prices to meet a corporate bottom line. Beards doesn't have commissioned salespeople. Beards has all the top names in bridal jewelry like the Corey Verraggio. Beards guarantees to give you a better price, a better value, period. A lot of those chain jewelry stores, they're all owned by the same mega conglomerate, different names, but they're the same owner. Not Beards. Locally owned alternative. Beholden to us, the people of Jacksonville, not Wall Street. You know what I say? Shop local, shop Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, Checkmate's chessman and, you may be surprised, newfound fan of American football.
Really? You?
Absolutely. Listen to this. Duval!
It's Duval, Chester. Duval.
That's what I said. Duval!
Ball. Ball.
Ball. The point is, Brendan, with football season approaching and friends dropping by your house to watch the games, there's no better time to spiff up your garage with a beautiful, durable, polymer-coated floor.
We can even do it in team colors for the real fans out there.
Oh, that is a good idea.
A garage floor your friends will love?
Check. In a color that makes you proud?
Check. Installed by locals who can actually pronounce Duval?
Checkmate!
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate. Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy. So you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you. I've worked with a lot of advertisers over the years, and you learn pretty quickly which ones are selling something and which ones actually care what happens after the sale. I'm Greg Gajewski, and when Awaken 180 first came to 1010XL, it started with Mike Dempsey, then Matt Hayes. From that first call, they wanted to understand our audience, not just buy a schedule. I talked with Paige, learned how the program worked, and at one point said, we got a guy, hacker, that could really use this. And her answer was immediate, let's help him. That's their entire mission. That's always been their answer. No revolving door, no corporate runaround. Paige never franchised Awaken 180 because she wants every coach, client, and endorser to feel supported. I saw that as a business partner, and then I experienced it myself. I went on the program and lost 50 pounds. That's why I endorse Awaken 180, not just because they're a 1010XL client, but because they care about people, and you feel it every day. Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken180weightloss.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
It's a fantastic time right now in baseball. You've got not just the pennant races, the MVP races. There are players that now have put together
I think Pete Crow's going to win it.
Yeah, it looks like that. Let's circle to that here in just a second.
What's his competition right now?
Well, you two Ohtani haters won't refuse to give him credit.
Near, he's,
for the fact that he's the best baseball player in the game.
Babe Ruth's ugly younger cousin.
He's
That's
not the
unbelievable.
MVP.
Twice
even
removed.
at 300. I mean, what's he doing?
Just pure hatred right there.
Hatred. When's the last time he played defense?
and he's his team's underachieving, and he's not having a great year. It's not an MVP worthy season at all. That's going to end. Anyway.
But then we'll give it to the guy whose team's in second place.
Yeah, but because of him. Right? I mean, anyway.
Second place?
If we're talking about MVP candidates and you're into the top three, they're probably all having pretty good years. I have a question about two guys. Murph, what is a good OPS? Like, if you're like, what's a good? Like,
you get an 800. So you get to 800.
Okay, 800. You're a slugger.
Yeah, and so anything around that.
All right. It's not so much these total numbers because we're all going to agree these are fantastic. But if I gave you this combo in 4+ years, 4 seasons, and so far this year, and it totals 181 homers, 509 RBIs, and an OPS of 871.
Yeah.
What does that sound like?
That sounds like a wealthy man.
Okay.
What
if I told you that you put those numbers together and you didn't miss a single game?
Oh, okay.
Does that make it even more? Does that make it more impressive?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering because that Matt Olson continues to rake, and those are Matt Olson's numbers as a Brave. 181 homers in 4+ years.
He's really just got the one campaign where he was like below average.
Right? And that was 26 homers.
Right. Yeah.
His bad year was 20. I've got him right here. His bad year
20.
was he hit. 29 homers, but he hit 247 because he's gone. He's had a 283, a 272 this year, a 266. But the year you're talking about
was 23,
24. He went 247, 29 homers, 98 RBIs. That's the bad year.
Yeah.
So, but it's not the numbers. It's not a Matt Olson fan parade. But the fact that the dude is doing this and playing every single day is what makes that even more.
It's awesome.
Right?
That's awesome.
And I get some of those total numbers get inflated by that, but OPS don't lie. And you're playing every day to an 871 OPS. That's nuts.
For sure. And I mean, inflated, but also like it's skill to stay healthy. And they could sit him if they wanted to. Like he's the best option every day. And I remember Scott Rowland one time. I sat down with him, and he used to talk about, even if you didn't necessarily feel your best, that keeping your place in the lineup and your name in that spot and what it would do for the guys around you. And that was one of the motivations he had to play every single day.
Well, in a season where the offense has been up and down, he's been pretty steady. 35 homers is tied for the Major League. All right, now tell me who Hick goes 1 for 1. Who am I? I am hitting 269 with 21 homers and 53 RBIs, and my WAR's up to 3.
Jack Caggs.
Oh, yeah, he's
Red
been on
hot.
a heater.
Last year,
he got Skubal home run and an RBI single.
Yeah, I saw that.
Last year,
what's
good lefty?
Really good.
Yeah.
What's more impressive, last year he hit one, and again, he's a rookie trying to find himself, but he played 62 games, so he didn't get a cup of coffee. He had 210 at-bats.
It was terrible. 150.
157, 7 home runs, just 18 RBIs, a negative WAR, minus 1.3. And he's turned that around to, like I said, 269, 21, and 53. So he's on pace to hit 26, 27 homers, knock in 70 runs, and bat 270, and probably get that WAR up to about 4. That's a real good second year.
Just checking tape right now. He's at like 122 OPS plus, like weighted runs created. It's 20% better than league average. That's like second, like first full season, and then coming off the way he kind of got, introduced to the big league last year.
You can start to wonder what this dude see. This might be the next 40, 45 home run guy as he continues to figure it out. I feel for Junior Caminero because he would be the MVP in a lot of years, and he's got no chance because everything that he's good in, Yordan Alvarez is that much better in. Caminero is top 5 just across the board.
Really
but
good.
Alvarez is number 1 across the board. Average, homers, RBIs, OPS, WAR. That's all Alvarez. Meanwhile, Caminero's tied in homers, and then he's like between 2nd and 5th and all the other ones. But, man, that Tampa team, Murph, make it make sense, man.
They buy in.
Top 3 hitters are as good as anybody in a lineup.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 guys that they got at the top of the lineup. And they play winning baseball. They do little things that it's like I can watch them. I've watched them a little bit just because of my son. And
it's his second favorite team now, Murph.
I told Murph this in the game I went to. They safety squeezed a run in. I said, when is the last time the Mets safety squeeze? I watched Francisco Alvarez, who is that okay? He's fine, and
he's not the problem.
He's not the problem.
Yeah,
but his baseball knowledge is the ABS thing. He's the worst. And he'll do it like in the 3rd inning. He'll do it when he's at the plate. He'll do it when he's behind. He has no idea what the strike
understand
zone
the
is.
stages
And
of the game and when to do it. That's what the Rays are really good at. Well, like 1st and 3rd,
yes,
you almost know that like at some point, if they don't do it, they're thinking about running that
100%.
Safety squeeze. And the reason that you end up doing it that way is the first baseman has a responsibility to hold the runner on. So he can't just break immediately when you square, because if he does, you risk the runner taking second base on you. So like they're really good at like understanding the situations of the game and playing to it. And then you add in the 3 ringers they've got. It's Yandy Diaz, Caminero, and who's the other ringer they got? I don't know.
I forget.
That's right.
But yeah, they're
Aranda.
Aranda. They all have like 70 RBI plus. So those top 3. But a lot of this year, batting cleanup, Cedric Mullins.
Yeah. For sure. They kind of like play the
Simpson
matchups.
Kid has been good.
Yeah.
He has a lot to learn about the game and running the bases, but he's so fast.
Yeah, it's completely disruptive.
He gets on
base.
I would have him steal every single he hasn't learned that yet. He hasn't
just
learned
a little bit of the nuances. The toughest part was like you're saying, learning the nuances of stealing and running the bases like that, and then also stealing first will be his most difficult problem.
Jeff, they got 5-inning Freddie, who's been a disaster this year. He got lit in his first performance, and then he went in Sacto 2 nights ago. He went 6 and only gave up 3 runs.
It's a hard place to get 18 outs. In Sacramento.
And if you start, if they can get him back to who he was,
that is a bad look for the Mets. Huh?
Peterson's kind of doing something similar. It looks like they're in Chicago. David Peterson, they're playing pretty good defense for him.
Fresh scene and get in a race. And
the Martinez guy, 35 years old, complete game last night. Yeah. I mean, Baker on the closer. They got
It's a good team.
Tough out.
It is a good team, and even I think it'll be a tough out because they're accurate, and so like they put the ball in play and make you handle it. It's one of the things they've done to the Yankees, and like whenever they play the Yankees, they've really made them handle the baseball. I'll say to the Yankees' credit here of late, like they haven't been swinging the bat like really well offensively, but they're fine. They're winning baseball games.
I'll give you one more Rays story, and things like this permeate with me just because I've watched my sloppy, no joy. Blech club all year. Rays are out west in Seattle, and there's a minor league guy that they needed. They weren't sure. He's not going to play. He's just here for 1 game, but he ends up getting in the lineup, and he gets his first ever major league hit. And I mean, their dugout exploded. And the joy that they had for that guy getting his first, get the ball, and Junior's jumping around, and they're all jumping around. I love that. That's baseball. That's winning. That stuff rubs off, man.
Culture.
Yeah,
Culture.
you know, it really is like that sincere, like joy that you have for a teammate.
Yes.
Even one that you might not have
He's
for
gone.
that
They all
long.
know he's gone. He knows he's gone, but the happiness that they had for him was what made me go,
I think that like shows itself more on a winning team. Like the Mets last year when they were winning, they're all for
Oh,
so I think that's
winning makes it easier.
Yeah, the
makes it
culture
easier
seeps
to
down
be
into
excited
you.
about
The
stuff.
Braves, that's always I see them. You know, like they bring up some rookie gets a hit, and Acuna and Albies are celebrating like they just got their first hit. So definitely helps.
Like Kevin Cash and Walt Weiss as well too. Like good managers, like really good managers that like just get everybody to buy in. Because what the Rays are doing down there, selfishly from a baseball perspective, individually, it is not exactly what you want. You want to play every day,
Right.
But you're really like running platoon
They
situations.
do platoons. You're not a big platoon guy, but I know like the Tigers when they a couple years ago. Remember they were.
I didn't love it kind of for the Tigers but I don't think the Tigers are the Rays either. Like I think they do things differently down there in the Rays. They got a little less money to spend, but I think the Tigers could have fielded a ball club that didn't have to line change all the time.
Back to Jack Haggs, he was in that draft class with Bazana. And the other guy I watch a lot or try to pay attention to is that Charlie Condon, who had the same kind of year at Georgia.
What organization is he in?
I think he's a Rocky, if I'm not mistaken.
Rockies or Diamondbacks.
But he hasn't made it up yet, I don't think. So,
but is it Bazana?
Bazana.
He has, right? He's playing
he's been playing second. He was all-star.
Yeah.
But I got one of those.
Condon has 374 at-bats for Albuquerque. Who's Albuquerque?
Okay, that's AAA
Is that
Rockies. Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. So, and he's
that
20,
I rehab there.
22 homers, 281, but
not terrible for
OPS
AAA.
939.
No. Yeah, so he'll be there soon.
But
it's not like
this guy teaches me all the time, man. I watch Ronnie Mauricio go down and just rake, and I'm like, what?
I'm glad you brought that up a little bit. I was listening. No, I was listening last night to John McGraw's book. He wrote a book, My 30 Years in Baseball, and it said the difference between a minor leaguer.
John J. McGraw? Are you talking about John McGraw?
Yeah, John McGraw from the New York Giants, like
the
1900s.
Okay, good.
Yeah, early 1900s.
All right, guys.
He said the difference between a minor leaguer and a major leaguer is one step at first base. Basically being out by one step. That minor leaguer that you see in the minor leagues who's like he can really run and then he gets to the big league and he's out by one step. It's just like one. So that was the difference. And I was like, I thought it was a pretty good explanation.
I will say this about Condon as to you and you mentioned Mauricio, you see him go up and down. Has he made it to the majors yet?
I don't know.
Because it'd be different if you make it to the majors, you fail, you go to AAA, and you're great. I mean, if he's only great at AAA and hadn't got a major league chance,
I don't think he's been up yet because I think he would be the type of one that
I would say this to the Rockies: if you got a guy at AAA that's got a 989 slugging percentage in a year and a half, and he's not on your team, I don't know what are we doing.
Well, remember
timing. To be honest with you,
you're the Rockies.
Well, I know, but they don't want to pay him if they don't have to.
That timing. That timing. Okay, I got a question for you boys. There is one team in the majors that is top 5 in both batting average and ERA.
Okay. Okay, say again. One team that
is top 5 in both batting average and ERA. Who is that team?
Well, my first guess is the Braves.
No, that's incorrect.
Okay, so I was gonna.
Yeah, no, it's not the Braves. It's also not the Mets.
Bottom 5. All right,
I will tell you this. I'm going to even give you a hint, and it may be one this team may be the other side. The team leader in batting average this year is the Los Angeles Dodgers. The team leader in earned run average is the New York Yankees.
Yeah, the Yankees have been throwing the ball really well.
So
I don't think the Yankees are top 5.
No, not at all. My inclination was the Brewers.
It is the Brewers.
Yeah.
Now they're low-ish. They're 5th in batting average and 4th in ERA, and we're splitting hairs here to a degree.
We have a friend, Murph, who's a Brewer fan, and I kept telling him, you got to go all in at some point. This is a great year. You're good enough, but you got to go get that guy. You got it didn't have to be Scooble, but it had, and they didn't. They got Dustin May,
May.
And that's okay, but it's not enough, man. And what happened? And his point though is like, what happened last year is, remember that they ran into the Dodgers and they could not hit.
They looked overmatched.
Yeah, they couldn't. They hit like 120 in that series, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it was terrible. So as good as their pitching is, they didn't hit. So.
It ends up being power for them in the postseason. Kind of. I think that they should be pretty accurate. Last year was you were surprised that they didn't get as many hits against the Dodgers. When they did hit, they stopped running because we talked about that. Like if you're going to get here by running, then you need to keep running, even if you get thrown out, because you need to get to second base. So they don't hit a ton of doubles. They'll pitch. It'll be power.
He says they have a Yelich problem because Yelich is not the player he was. I think he's hitting whatever. He's got like 7 home runs. So and they keep playing him. And really, he probably shouldn't be.
Oh,
playing.
Really? Shouldn't even be.
Well,
so he'd be platoon. So he should be on the right. Yeah, he should be.
And I don't think they're just playing him. I think when he plays, he hits third or fourth. Doesn't he?
And he's got another 2 years. And
he looks like he might be the best player in baseball there for that hot minute. Him and Bellinger.
He went MVP runner-up.
17, 18.
He was like MVP and then runner-up 2 years in a row.
Yeah, and Bellinger with LA, same kind of deal. Let's take a quick time out. You're listening to The Drill.
That's a good comparison.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. If you can't get enough Jags and Gators, Duva! Explore the 1010XL network. Get more of what you're looking for at 1010XL Gators and 1010XL Jaguars.
Tired of wrestling with your shower curtain like it's a fight for the last slice of pizza? Ditch the drama and say hello to a smooth, stylish glass shower enclosure from Baker Glass. Wago Glass is clean, elegant, and makes your bathroom look huge and brighter. Give your shower a makeover and feel like you're in a spa without the price tag. I'm Mac at Baker Glass. Call me and get ready to love your new shower. Let's make your shower great again. Remember, Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. Summer air should feel fresh, not full of dust, allergens, or whatever Florida critter's been crawling around those ducks of yours this year. Sounds gross, right? Well, it is. And your air ducts are the lungs of your home. If they're dirty, you're breathing it in every day. And that's where my friends at Zero Res come in. Guys, just because you can't see in there doesn't mean you can avoid it. This month only, take $100 off the air duct cleaning. That's $100. That's cleaner air, better efficiency, and a fresher home guaranteed. What do, Hick? You call them, 287-5727, 287-5727, or go to ZeroResJacksonville.com, ZeroResJacksonville.com. Ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res. Spell it forward, spell it backwards. Zero Res. It spells the same.
Jaguars fans, grab your passport. Open and fund a new Everbank Performance account for your chance to win the Everbank London Getaway Experience. One winner gets round-trip airfare for 2, 4 nights hotel, and 2 tickets to the Jags game in London this October. Start your journey today at everbank.com/London. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry period from 6/29 to 8/27/26. Get official rules and details at everbank.com/London Rules. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank N.A. Member FDIC.
I'm Alan Tyre with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners Bill Pappas and Ken Rimley want to thank all of our clients, CPAs, attorneys, bankers, and real estate agents who refer us business every day. If you're ready to purchase, build, or refinance your home, call Trustline Mortgage, your hometown mortgage source since 1989. Call us today at 904-381-LOAN, TrustlineMortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Trustline Mortgage, NMLS, 331480. Alan Tyre, NMLS, 246490. Bill Pappas, NMLS, 218443. Ken Rimley, NMLS, 246445.
Take a radio boat ride with Captain Cabin on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Wheeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services and awaken 180 weight loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Let's talk insurance, or as I say, assurance, because that's what you get with my friend Mandy at the Bowers Agency. Mandy and her dream team at the Bowers Agency will personalize your insurance playbook. They will give you max protection. Not your average insurance agent. Mandy and the Bowers Agency have everything you need. Home, life, business, auto. Call Mandy at the Bowers Agency or visit them on Facebook or at BowersAgencyJacks.com.
Do you have numbness and tingling in your fingers, or wake up at night and have to shake your hand? Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari, and at Bari Orthopedics, we have a myriad of treatments that can possibly help you. If you have numbness and tingling, you may have carpal tunnel. We have cortisone injections, PRP injections, and shockwave therapy that may help treat the numbness and tingling that you have. We also treat it surgically with endoscopic carpal tunnel release, a 2-centimeter incision that will release the nerve and have you back at work and doing what you want to do in life in no time. If you have numbness and tingling in your hand, give us a call at Bari Orthopedics or log on at BariOrthopedics.com.
Come to Monahan Jewelers store-wide 40 to 50% off sale going on now for a very limited time. Everything on display is 40 to 50% off at Monahan Jewelers. We've bought so much brand new jewelry, we need to make room for it. Diamond jewelry, engagement semi-mounts, colored gemstones, even gold chains. Right now, everything on display at Monahan Jewelers is 40 to 50% off. Jewelry's going quick, so come to Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. The Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
All right, welcome back to the show. This is the drill on 1010XL 92.5. We got the Murphy Power Hour. Miz is scheduled to pitch Saturday.
Co-offensive coordinator Daniel Murphy.
Yeah.
Get a couple plays in.
I got one more baseball question. We'll talk about some other stuff. What are the Phillies?
Oh,
what are they? I mean,
confusing. I just saw they've lost like 3 in a row, I feel like, and tied for the last wild card spot.
Yeah.
It's been quite a roller coaster. Lost a manager, thought you had the right guy, and
got red
went
hot.
on it. Yeah,
I mean, they
really hot.
I got to be honest. If you'd have come to me before the All-Star break and said who's winning the National League East, I would have said the Phillies.
Yeah, because how close did they get it? 4 games?
They got like 3 games. Yeah, got to within 3.
That's
and so
real
I give
close.
the Braves credit for coming out of the All-Star break and kind of refocusing a little bit, and they built it back up to 8, and it seems safe. They got 6 or 8 left with Philly. We'll have to see how that plays out. But man, there are the Cubs have done that to a degree. They seem hot right now, and those additions to the pitching staff going to help put them.
What do the Cubs got? They've got at least one 10-game losing streak. Like
I think
10 games. They have 2. Do they have another 10-game winning streak as well?
Yeah, they got a really up and down.
I don't know what the streak is at now overall, but they've won 8 out of 10. I mean, they're on one of those.
I was looking
if you
at that.
multi games. Let's see, their overall win streak just 2, but 8 of the last
9-1 in their last 10.
Yeah.
No, sorry, that's Tampa. Forgive me. Tampa's won 8 in a row.
Tampa, by the way, has won 8 in a row in Seattle and in Sacto. I mean, that's
go out west.
Yeah,
the Seattle one for sure, and then Sacramento's. It's just an interesting place. It's a minor league ballpark. It's,
I know you're not a big fan of that one.
No, it's
some real disappointing teams that had the window was even more open than it looked. There are 3 of them that jump out. The A's. Because the West leaders are 61-60. The A's didn't have to burst out and win 95 games, okay? So that's one missed opportunity. The Royals, you're sitting in a division where the Chicago White Sox lead. And the Tigers, maybe the best team in the division, sold.
Yes.
And then the other one is the Pirates. And I know that the Brewers and Cubs have pulled away, but for much of the year, they were around or over 500. They could certainly be in the wild card hunt. And so the fact that those are, to me, like 3 missed opportunities by teams, small market, don't spend a lot of money. And this year was kind of there. And even what they had, it's not like anything befell them. They just didn't perform.
I mean, Oakland, the A's were never in it.
No.
I felt like.
Yeah,
I feel like you were on them a little bit this year.
I thought that you hated them. I thought they had some good young talent. I like that Butler kid. I liked.
He's kind of regressed a little bit this year. Kurtz is another one. He just got. He's out for the season.
And I love. What's the guy that you wanted?
Who are you talking about? Which team?
A's. Outfield guy.
Kurtz.
Hit 30-some. No. Hit 30-some home runs last year.
It's
you know what I'm talking about. Rooker. Rooker?
Yeah, Brent Rooker.
Brent Rooker.
Yeah.
I mean, Rooker, Butler.
I think he's been banged up.
Boy. But yeah.
Don't pitch at all.
Don't
pitch at all.
Yeah, they throw names out there. I'm like, I don't know that guy.
Yeah, there's a reason.
I don't know that guy.
I mean, the Royals last year went 82-80. They've gotten the kind of year that they've gotten out of Jack Kaggs. You know, they've got a couple of veteran pitchers. They've gone from 82-80 to 20 games under 500.
Well,
completely buried.
Lugo was great last year.
Yeah.
But you do have 2 nice pieces in Witt and Kaggs.
Yeah, and Witt's been hurt a lot this year.
That you can build a little bit around, but you again, and Salvi's at sort of the end. So
yeah, yeah. But I think they really like the backup catcher a lot. I think they like Kansas City. Yeah,
I saw him
they
when
like him a lot.
when the Mets played him. Did you watch much of the Mets Braves last night?
Fair amount.
Did you see? This was one play. The Braves beat the Mets last night 4-0. But Harris was on first.
Okay.
And he enticed McClain to throw over twice. So it's free reign, basically.
Correct.
You can still pick him off, though. And like the Gary and the boys are like, he's dancing down. I mean, he's gone.
Yeah.
And he's like, throw it over.
Yeah.
And he does it. So
Yeah.
he takes off. I don't know how but it rained heavy. Does a track get slow when it rains? Because Alvey jumps up and threw him out.
Yeah.
I was like, how did he throw him out? The guy had like a 3-second start.
Yeah. And Harris is a good fast runner. It's not like he's the catcher.
It's one of the most amazing things.
It looked like it kind of thudded.
Maybe that was maybe he missed the dive.
His uniform, Daniel, wasn't
He was
dusty.
dirty.
I
saw it. Yeah, it's caked
that
on there.
happened on that.
And in L.A. at the Dodger Stadium, Chavez Ravine, they wet it pretty good enough.
Yeah.
Like you slide in the first inning or so, it's on you everywhere.
Is there are the infield dirts across the league pretty uniform?
They're different out west.
Do some of them like hurt?
Really?
Like
Not
are
hurt,
they
like-
comfy? Like when you're a kid, you can play on some
for sure.
barnyards. Where
LA's is everything out west is like harder. It's firmer than here.
Yeah.
Like the grass is a little harder, the clay's a little hard, and it's faster. And so it took someone who wasn't the most defensively skilled person. It took me a little bit to get used when we'd go out west. We go
Skips
play
a
in
little bit
Arizona.
more,
Yeah, it's just got some quickness to it. San Diego, LA, like the ball would just like get on you just a little bit. I like the East Coast better. Like at Citi Field, it was like taking ground ball and like pillows. It
Not
was
to disparage, because I know they fixed it, but back in the day, a few years ago, that P-Town home plate was like concrete.
Oh, yeah, go in there.
I was like, be careful sliding in there, boys.
Come in standing up.
Yeah, if you can. I mean, they used to drive me nuts, but they got that kind of fixed up nice. All right, we'll take a break. We got the 9 o'clock nasty. Murph's got some terrible, terrible stories that he's going to share with us, I'm told. So all that.
Stories from the men's retreat next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The thrill of victory. The agony of defeat. That's why we're here.
It's like you said, it's all hard.
1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Football season starts at Twin Peaks. ET here, and I got a public service announcement for you. Get your league together and host your fantasy football draft party at your local lodge. And commissioners, for all your hard work, I got a $50 gift card at Twin Peaks for you. Cold drinks, made from scratch foods, and wall-to-wall TVs everywhere. Everything you need for draft day. Book your fantasy football party at your local lodge, Twin Peaks, today.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Listen to whatever you like, whenever you want.
I like this.
1010XL. On demand. Ad-free shows after the live shows end. Channeled by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Fred Taylor. If you've been in an auto accident, you need a team who knows how to get you back on your feet and back to your life. At North Florida Medical Center, they don't just treat the injury, they treat the whole person, from physical therapy to pain management. North Florida Medical Center has a team of experts ready to help you heal and recover. I trust the team here at North Florida Medical Center, and you can too. So don't wait. Call North Florida Medical Center and get the care you deserve.
There's no better time than now to buy your football season parking pass from Tailgaters. Complete with on-site restaurant, indoor restrooms, and all-day security. Tailgaters Parking's selling out. Log on to tailgatorsparking.com today.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to FloridaHomeAC.com/careers to find out more.
Hey, Hicken here. I want to talk skin along with my friends at Beaches Dermatology, reminding you to wear your sunscreen. Football season is back, baby. And with that, days under that bright sun. So when you load up that truck for the game day tailgate, or the chairs for your kids' flat games, or even the boat heading downtown to watch our Jags, make sure you bring the screen. Sunscreen, that is. It's a must here in Duval. But if you have any concerns right now, give Beaches Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
Royal Pest Services, a local company you can trust. Royal Pest is a certified installer of tap insulation, which stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Reduce that electric bill by adding pest protection. It's that easy. Online at royalpestservices.com.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Jags Devon Hamilton expressed he was glad to see his DC return.
I mean, it meant a lot. I mean, we don't have to learn a whole new defense anymore. We're just improving upon what we already learned.
Miles Russell, the 17-year-old from Jacksonville Beach, cruised to an even par 70 to lock up his spot in the U.S. Amateur Match Play. His first opponent still to be determined once the cut is finalized. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently 83 degrees at 9:04. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah. The Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
All right, welcome back. Murphy Power Hour brought to you by our friends at ITP Partners, hanging out with Daniel here, having a good time. So, talking some ball, some hard ball, and some football as well.
Were you guys doing the Gator podcast again this fall?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Swamp Sessions is
Swamp
back.
Sessions.
Back and better than ever.
How's Gators looking?
Gators are looking, Gators have talent.
I know the skipper doesn't like having turf in his weight room. I saw that.
Yeah. Gators have 2 questions to me. O-line, quarterback.
Second
those
one.
are
Important spots.
Yeah.
correct. Those are
In
the
other
2
words,
biggest.
And if the O-line, let's say the O-line is average, can Jaden Baugh have the year that that they want him to have? Now, what they do have, that they haven't had previously, are SEC caliber coaches. Jeff, I blew it yesterday. I got to give this to you and to Daniel, and this is on me. And it sat with me for hours after the show. If you remember, we're going into the last segment. And I said, I've got an eye-popping stat about the Florida Gators. And I never gave it.
Okay. Oh, that's a big overnight
tease.
tease.
That's terrible mistake. Terrible mistake. And I was driving.
I was gonna say who let you know? Oh, you yourself.
Oh man, I totally forgot to give the eye-popping stat, and I played it up. I blew it.
Nice.
So anyway, I am now going to give the eye-popping stat.
Time for
when it comes
redemption.
to the Florida Gators, and thank you for bringing up the Gators because you made me think.
They scrimmaged Saturday, by the way.
All right. I got every Power 4 school's road record the last 5 seasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17, 34, about 68 schools, 64 schools. Is that how many Power 4 we have? I don't know.
68.
68? All right, we got 68 Power 4, SEC, ACC, Big
12,
10, Big 12. And the number one road record over the last 4 years. No surprise. Last 5 years, the Georgia Bulldogs, they're 18-2. Well, that makes sense. Ohio State's number 2, 21-3. Oregon's number 4. Notre Dame's number 5. Just to give you an idea of the top ones. Then I go to the bottom ones. The bottom ones. Every Power 4 school's road record the last 5 seasons. The very worst team, Northwestern. Okay. Makes sense. 5-20. They've been terrible. The very next team, Coach Prime. The very next team.
Sportsman of the Year.
The 65th team. The Florida freaking Gators.
Ooh.
5-18.
Yeah, well, that's bad.
My God.
That is eye-popping.
That's eye-popping.
Ear-shattering also. Yeah, that's...
Hey, Billy.
Yeah, again.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
And it didn't.
My gosh, I'm sorry, Florida.
We
for
have
ever defending this man. 5-18.
What are the Dubs? Vandy? Did they even go up there to
We lost. Anthony threw it into the 12th row.
That's a great question. Who are the Dubs? I could probably there's so few, could probably come up with the 5.
That's the worst. That's the worst in the SEC.
Yeah.
That's 65th out of 68. That should never be the case at Florida.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Never.
It's amazing they're not worse overall than they've been, considering that, because you're losing the neutral to Georgia every year.
We could throw the Stallions JDL guy out there, and he shouldn't be 5-18.
Put up a fight.
Give me 8. Give me 8 and 10.
You gotta get the JDL in there. Leave them alone.
I'm sorry. Tennessee 11-11. The U 15-11.
Sure. What's FSU?
That's a good question. Let me see if I can find them.
But they were really good there for a couple of years, right? They had an undefeated season.
Yeah. So they won't be down there. Their FSU's 10-13. We're 5-18. Eye popping.
Yeah, it's gonna have to get better. I got since an interesting trivia.
Thank you for letting me get that out.
That's eye popping. I've been sent an interesting trivia question.
Talk to me.
I got texted one, so I'm going to ask you boys.
All right. We're good at
the
trivia.
only thing that I will say, all 4 of these players are Hall of Fame players.
Okay. All right.
I need to know the only 4 players in Major League history.
Oh, boy.
Who have been regular season MVP.
Okay. By the way, that eliminates the Mets.
All-Star Game MVP and World Series MVP in their career.
Okay, they've done.
Yeah, not the same year per se.
Okay.
In fact, no one has done it in the same year.
That would be woo.
Yeah,
that would be a heck of a campaign.
Although no, one guy.
He's got what?
One
2
guy
of them?
did it. One guy in the same season was regular season MVP, All-Star Game MVP, and World Series MVP. One guy, and he wouldn't jump to mind. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a great player. He's a 500 home run guy, but it wouldn't have been the first one you thought of. He was a 2-time MVP. He did it in the same year, 1966. Does that help? Regular season MVP, All-Star Game MVP, World Series MVP, 1966. This man was a great baseball man. He was a great player. He had 500 home runs. He was a manager in Major League Baseball. He won MVPs, I believe, in both leagues. Frank Robinson.
Okay.
So that's one of the 4.
Frank Robinson was a World Series MVP.
He was
Was that Baltimore?
Yes.
He was a World Series MVP, an All-Star Game MVP, and a regular season MVP. That's the list. That's the club. All right, next guy.
I was just trying to think of the World Series.
66, who did they beat?
The Twins, I think.
Yeah.
No, that would be Dodgers. I think it was,
yeah.
One year there's a sweep in there. Like Baltimore swept the Dodgers. I think Baltimore might have swept the Dodgers.
I don't know if it's just the same year unless he shared MVP, because I got another guy who's done all 3, and he also had All-Star Game MVP in 66. So he either played a doubleheader or they got one of the years wrong. But here's
controversy.
Well, they have the same last name. There's your clue.
Brooks
Robinson. Regular season MVP, All-Star Game MVP, World Series MVP.
Oh, I want to see Brooks Robinson as a regular season. I would have never thought of him.
1964.
All right, so all Hall of Famers. So there's 2.
What about
Okay, the third.
I'm thinking of All-Star MVPs.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, like, what about Cal Ripken?
Cal Ripken is not one of the 4.
Yeah. I was thinking more like
Cal Ripken.
who are the world champions? Because you like
both of these guys are in our both. Okay, these last 2 prime were in our lifetime. Their primes were in our lifetime. Like, we're each of these guys won their first. Actually, one of these guys All-Star Game MVP was before Hick was born, but his MVP came, Hick was 16.
Wait.
We're talking about late.
What MVP came at 16? His All-Star or his
All-Star, they say in 60, MVP regular season and World Series 79. I'm not buying the 60. There may be some dates wrong here.
79? That's family. That's Pittsburgh. That's
like,
Willie or
Willie
Bob
Stargell.
Stargell.
Yeah.
He's a Hall of Famer, right?
Yes.
He should be. All right, and the last guy is a probably should be considered, like if you were doing top 10 all-time baseball players, I'm not sure you'd put him on the list, and he probably should be. This guy dominated the 80s. Just a man's man, go out, play the position good, and then go hit 30 with 100 every year. Michael Jack Schmidt.
Yeah.
Regular season MVP 80, 81, 86.
That's a
All-Star
good
Game MVP 81. World Series MVP 80.
Brooks Robinson, 317 in his MVP season, 28 and 118, which is good for him.
Yes. Yeah.
194 hits, played every game. So he beat out Mickey Mantle. I don't know what Mick did that year, but so, and obviously the fielding. So,
Yeah,
the
great,
guy,
like
vacuum.
elite all-time defender.
Yeah, elite. So that's
good trivia
Did you
question.
guys see the picture? Is it real of Wade Boggs?
Which I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
Mm-mm. Is it recent?
If you have to ask a question in 2026,
It probably isn't.
is it real? It's like probably not. It's almost become like if the deal sounds too good to be true, it is. And it's almost like that with this ridiculous photo.
Because I just saw him about, I don't know,
I just saw 3 great videos.
You saw him?
Yeah, it was up in Cooperstown. He was
he have
playing
a
in
shirt
that
on?
Memorial Day. Yeah,
Did
Memorial
he look
Day
fit?
game. He looked pretty good. Yeah.
He's freaking jacked. I'm trying to.
I wouldn't. I know he's like he was a little bit sick.
I am glad, just as an aside, that since you ran into him at the Hall, he wasn't shirtless. That would have been a bad sign.
That was the reason I asked. Where is the
I mean, he
picture?
looked like he's big man. Like they're all those guys are way bigger than I ever think. I got up there, these Hall of Famers, like they're big men.
Where's the picture?
Fergie Jenkinson, giant. Jenkins,
Yeah,
forgive
yes,
me. Oh my
yes.
goodness, I should be Fergie Jenkins.
Yes.
Raleigh Fingers, he was a big man. Who else did I roll into? Jack Morris, giant. I don't buy that. No thanks, Wade. Sorry, that's no. I
Look
mean,
at Wade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
probably not.
Mm-mm.
No.
I would. He's not in shape right now. He looked good and swung the bat, but he didn't look like that.
He posted that.
Oof. Well, I'd lose a bet if that ends up being him. I'll lose a bet.
Jim Palmer said 100 walks, 200 hits or more, 7 straight years, and the Red Sox said you were a singles hitter. If you look like that when you played, no complaints from the front office. Hope you're well. Wade Boggs was a character, man.
Oh, he was
Chicken Man.
Chicken Man.
And,
he also 3,000th hit was a homer.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he also.
Did Jeter do that too? Was it Jeter's 3,000th homer?
Yeah, I think it was, yes.
Years ago, we got to go to break, but years ago, I did a TV story. I think it was his dad. And he had a fish camp close to here. And it was called the Fenway Fish Camp. So I always remember that. And I'm pretty sure it was his pops, but you say that ain't him?
No, I'm not buying it.
You're not buying it. Like to see you looking like that, Murph.
There's not enough medication on this planet to make me look like that.
Well, he's battled like some.
Yeah,
health
he's been a little
ailments,
banged
right?
up the last, I think, maybe 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
He looked good up in Cooperstown. Took some swings,
and
so he looked good.
Did he hit it deep?
No. It looked like he looked good.
Okay, this is the drill. 10XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Sure, they talk football, but they also debate snacks, music, and Frank's favorites.
I know, it's amazing.
The Frangie Show, keeping afternoons interesting.
Oh, come on, what do you say? Are you in? Oh, yeah.
On 1010XL.
Call a timeout for the new Smoke and Honey Melts at Firehouse Subs. Choose flame-seared shaved steak or grilled chicken breast, peppers, caramelized onions, melted provolone, chipotle, honey dressing, and mayo. All on a toasted sub roll, only at Firehouse Subs.
Prosser here. You want to know 3 words you can live by? Job well done. Want to know 3 more? Custom tree surgeons. Those 2 go hand in hand. When summer storms come crashing through or hurricane winds start to blow, Custom Tree Surgeons is always on standby. doing it better than everyone else. No job too big or too small, and always job well done. With Custom Tree Surgeons, call Custom Tree Surgeons or visit them at CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
Train your putt with pitch-perfect pointers from the pros and Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser on Brunch with the Tour. Tuesday morning at 8:30. Teed up by Clearwater Irrigation and North Florida Medical Centers.
Hey, gang, Hicken here on 1010. Jacksonville Lawns fight sandy soil, regular watering and mowing, just not enough. TopDressing.com fixes the real problem. Their Crew Core aerates your yard, then spreads a custom organic biocompost blend. I like to call it the secret sauce. It'll rebuild that soil. It'll feed the roots, and it'll grow thicker, greener grass from the ground up, and it is amazing, man. It's the professional way to rescue your lawn. So if that lawn of yours ain't in ship shape, do like I did. Call 888-850-1850. That's 888-850-1850. You can always visit topdressing.com and have the greenest, meanest yard in the neighborhood.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Want to stretch that dollar? Taylor Doll here to help save you money with the Money Pages magazine and app. Trying to figure out dinner? Money Pages has deals at your favorite local restaurants. Need auto repairs or an oil change? Money Pages has coupons to help you save. Looking to do some home improvement projects? Money Pages has deals on everything home, from AC repair and plumbing to flooring and painting. Check your mailbox for Money Pages today and download the app for savings on the go.
A no-risk, all-rewards path to real weight loss? Awaken 180 is so confident in your success, if you're not happy with your results in the first week, get 100% of your money back. No risk, every reward. Awaken180weightloss.com.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. How would you describe the typical engagement ring customer that comes in your store?
Frank, at Underwoods, we often see customers who've shopped around and are totally confused about how to select a diamond. Now, they're looking for somebody qualified who'll tell them the truth and they can trust. They've heard about certification on diamonds, wholesale diamonds, internet diamonds, deals that a friend of a friend can get them, and the prices will range from unbelievably low to unbelievably high. One of the reasons for the confusion is if you look at the factors of grading a diamond, after you know the carat weight, there are 11 grades for cut, 21 grades for color, 11 grades for clarity, so you got 2,541 different possibilities, each with a different price. That's where Underwoods helps straighten out the confusion, because we have the American Gem Society credential professionals that'll guide a customer the right diamond for them, one she'll be happy with for the rest of her life.
Underwoods, where customers are served with quality and respect. In San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Hey, Hicken here. You know I've been using Zero Res for years now. Heck, I used a couple other guys way back when, even tried to do the do-it-yourself cleaning. I learned real quick, that ain't for us. With Zero Res, you get the Zero Residue Carpet Cleaner. Leaves your carpets truly clean with no dirt-attracting soaps or harsh chemicals. Right now, call for the back-to-school promotion. Book 2 rooms of carpet cleaning for $149, get 2 rooms free. Call 287-5727 or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL back-to-school special.
Zero Res. 1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
All right, welcome back, 921. Good morning, Jacksonville. Hanging out with Daniel Murphy, talking some ball here, and he was out watching the Jags yesterday, and I know you're optimistic about your football team, your NFL football team, and have high expectations. What's the bare minimum for the Jacksonville Jaguars in 2026, boys?
The bare minimum?
Yeah.
Oh, boys, bare minimum is like, games that matter late in the season, like last month of the year, like looking to win a division or wild card spot.
By the way, Rodeo Ron chimed in. Sorry, Daniel.
No, so
let me make it worse. They've won only 4 road games. They have them credit for the bowl win over Tulane for number 5.
Oh,
damn it, Billy!
Yeah, it's even worse. I feel for it, by the way, because we have one rabid, and God bless
I'm sorry,
him.
what did you say?
James.
no, yeah.
What's the bare minimum?
Need to the last month. That's not the bare minimum for
bare
me.
Minimum, no.
Would be like games need to matter last couple weeks of the season for sure for wild card.
No, we passed that.
I'm just telling you,
No.
these campaigns go sideways.
Yeah,
How
they
did the Braves
can.
one go last year?
Okay.
Like these things will go squirrely. Be in it.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Be in it. If you're in it, you get a chance to get in.
I'm disappointed if we're in it and don't make the playoffs.
Fair?
Yeah.
But it's just not a bare minimum for me.
Well,
I want a chance.
Yeah, bare minimum's a playoff team to be we're talking about being happy with the season, right? Or being
No, I said, what's the bare minimum? So what for this football team? Now you've watched them, and
Well, I mean, to your point, I mean, any team can miss it if things go sideways, like the Chiefs did last year. But it looks like
don't do it in the first half of the year.
10-11 win season.
Don't pull the Mets on me where I can't watch in May and it's
I would
over.
be surprised if they weren't a playoff team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I expect. I'm
so
expecting.
if I'm going to use surprise as my barometer, I guess
Mm-hmm.
playoffs will be bare minimum. Now that doesn't mean it depends on how you get there, right? It depends on why. But there is no scenario if it and anything outside of quarterback injury, they should still be a playoff contender.
Yeah.
Right. The only thing that throws you off is some season-ending quarterback injury. Now who knows what you're going to do. It's a good place to be. We've had the bare minimum. What scares me, Dan, is Daniel, and not intentionally, took us back to the old days where we just wanted to be on the board by week 11.
In the hunt.
Right. We just wanted to be in the hunt. So, yeah, they look better than a team that should be happy to be in the hunt.
We just found out that the Dallas Cowboys value is $15.5 billion. That's a 21% change in 1 year. Overall, average up 31%.
Dang. Yeah.
The madness continues.
Well, that means that will, across the board, show up for NFL franchises.
Rams are second, Giants third, Patriots fourth, Jets fifth.
What are the Jets? Or how many billion? 10?
Jets are 10.35
Yeah, I mean,
billion.
there was that it wasn't that long ago that the Cowboys were 2.5 billion, and that was the big one.
Along the lines of the baseball ones.
So what's shot in the Jags?
I only
now?
got the top 10 here.
I tell you, with this new stadium, that's he'll be up there. It'll be 10 billion by the time it opens, probably. The way everything just keeps shooting up in the NFL economy. It
says value to revenue multiples for different sports. In other words, the average value of an NFL team is $9.34 billion. The average revenue, $733 million.
Ooh, that's a lot of years to get to
baseball.
Send it.
$3.17 billion average value, $438 million. That's 7.2 average value to revenue multiple.
What was the NFL's?
12.7. So
Sharon.
So is 430 million in revenue for baseball?
438. It says.
438.
Do you buy that?
Yeah, I think so. If you take how much like the Dodgers and the Yankees, and then
up
you
the
add
average.
up the average. I would say take that 438, and they could just share that all the way across the board, and then the players will see you when you come to acquire us. We don't need to have a salary cap.
Right.
Just share all those revenues.
I don't think the entire system needs to be reworked. The Dodgers need to be reined in. They're playing a different game than everyone else, and not by their incredible brain. That bothers me.
Yeah, some of it is they're good. Some of it is that their general manager is good. Now, one of the things with the Dodgers too, and I'm sure you guys, I don't know if you've heard this or you know about, like the Dodgers negotiated this contract in.
Correct.
Major League Baseball.
They
when
have a
McCourt,
local deal that's more than like the rest of the teams combined.
Yeah, it sounds like the old owner was like wanted to pull a crooked move. He was getting divorced and wanted to just unload this thing. And so now the Guggenheim Group that owns the Dodgers comes in. They negotiate a sweetheart deal. Major League Baseball didn't have to give them that deal.
Right. Well, again, they're part of the Dodger problem, but that is we're still talking about the same thing. There's a Dodger problem because of what baseball did. It's a problem.
I don't think there's a Dodger problem, though. That's where we have a disagreement as a player. I don't think there's a Dodger problem. And if there is a Dodger problem, it's definitely not my fault as a player. It's the commissioner's fault for the crappy deal that he cut with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
And you may look at it that way, but you're a player on 29 other teams that has a way less chance to be a World Series champion than the Dodgers when you wake up every day, today and a month from now.
You have right now less money to spend.
Were you ever part of that? Ever seen the 4-out play that we saw the other night with the Red Sox? Were you aware of that rule? I have
only probably in that. I guess the best way I probably got it described was, what throws you off is that neither guy tagged up.
Right.
Like you've seen the one where like he'll tag up and maybe there's a rundown.
Yes.
But for neither guy to tag up.
And I know, like at the plate, if the run scores before, you know, I get all that. But I had never seen.
Me neither.
It's a bad rule. Because once you should be able to force either one of them. They both
That's the way, honestly, that's the way I play it.
That's a double play.
But there's no proof that the other guy left early. Once you get the out, but there's no, how do you prove it?
Without appealing?
Yeah, without actually, going and either getting him out because they could have thrown it to third base
I
for
guess
not
what
tagging,
they're saying is technically there were 2 outs when that runner scored because you didn't.
Because you don't ever go and prove it. I would have done the same thing I would have come in and thrown the ball and be like, I'll get either one of you. And the inning's over. They decided to go to first, but I kind of understand in that you're assuming and saying he left early.
Yeah.
He never tagged up.
It feels worse because the idiot team got rewarded.
Yes.
Right. The team that made all the mistakes is the one that got.
Yeah, that's a good trade. We'll take that run.
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt. And 15 minutes later, all the better. That's like not unexpected.
Yeah, that was nutty. I got a drill speed trap alert in play.
Get it out.
Brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. Right now on Atlantic, it's a sneaky one. If you're on the bridge leaving the beach, keep those speeds down and keep that cash in your pocket. That's a drill speed trap alert. Back to that Dodgers. You said the overall revenue is $448 per average team.
Yeah, call it right
The
now.
Dodgers get $350 for their TV deal.
Yeah, how'd they?
Imagine that.
Who negotiated that one?
Imagine that.
The commissioner?
Yeah. I don't know who does all that.
I'm telling you who did it. I'm telling you they came in and the Dodgers said, this is the deal we want.
And the sad thing is, something happened that made it different. The Dodgers have always spent. They just haven't been able to completely spend with no budget. And regardless of how much other teams should catch up and should spend, it would be like the answer is this to me. Because you can say any team can do it, right? Look, the CEO of the company can take a vacation to the Bahamas and it won't show up on his budget. His employee can take that vacation to the Bahamas. He can, and he's going to be in debt for the next year and a half.
I don't doubt at all that the Marlins, should they go and spin that way, it's not sustainable realistically if you're looking to not spend more than you make, for sure. But with the Dodgers, that's why I would rather have the Dodgers share more of their revenues with the Marlins. That's the way I want to do it. What the owners want to do is they want to share with the players. The only time I want to see the owners' revenue is when you come to acquire players.
100% agreement on that. First, the league as its whole, like the NFL does.
Yes.
Hey, gang, there's a reason beyond that they're so successful business-wise.
Before we go to break, just a quick drill pop quiz for you guys.
Okay.
As you know, Kyler Murray was named the starting quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings yesterday. He will be the 10th quarterback for the great Justin Jefferson, who might be the best ever considering the guys who have delivered him the football.
God, this is going to be hard to come up
I'd like to see you, if you get, I'll put the over-under at like 5.
I think I can get 5. I can get 5. How many did you say there were?
There are 10 quarterbacks in 7 seasons for JJ, 10 starters for the Minnesota Vikings.
JJ McCarthy.
That's 1. And Kyler Murray's 2. So you got.
Well, he hadn't started. Oh, he's 2. Well, he's on the list.
10th, yeah.
All right. I believe that Carson Wentz had to start a game for them last year.
Ah, very nice. That's 3.
Did was it Dobbs? Did he start Dobbs?
Very good. That's
I'll give you. We're going to go over because I can give you 2. I can go Kirk Cousins.
That's 5.
And I can go Nick Mullins.
6. Very good.
Boy, now it gets a lot harder.
Was the Super Bowl winner? Sam Darnold.
Oh
right?
yeah, Darnold. Whole year. Yeah,
Boom.
yeah. That was and that was a good year for JJ.
3 more.
All right. Let's
You'll never get these three.
Okay.
I'll give you credit, though. You did better than I
Okay,
thought.
all right, let's
I'll
go.
say this. One guy is an offensive coordinator now in the NFL. Just got hired. I could probably even tell you where. You may not get it.
Well, what team is he the coordinator for?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh yeah, that's it's oh gosh, I do know that name. I just saw him the other day on an interview.
I believe he was Oregon State.
Mannion.
Sean Mannion. Very good. The next two, I know their names, but I can't give you a damn clue about them. J.H.
Yeah. Starting quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings.
Must start a game or two. You know.
Jerry Ham Chevrolet.
Jaron.
Don't know.
Hall.
Jaron Hall.
Did you know?
Go ahead.
Don't remember him a bit.
How about MB?
MB.
Is he still currently on the Vikings?
He might be. Might have started one last year.
Yeah.
Brosmer?
Yeah.
Good pull.
Boy, see?
All right, we'll head to break.
Nice.
This is the drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, it's Full Throttle on the straightaway.
3 wide for the lead. 1 lap to go.
This Saturday at Martinsville.
Checkered flag is in the air.
NASCAR is revved up by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234 and 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Tommy Mac here for Duval Glass and Mirror. You don't have to remodel your entire home to make a big impression. Sometimes all it takes is a beautiful frameless shower, a custom-cut mirror, or just replacing that fogged, cracked, or outdated glass that's been bothering you for years. Jacksonville homeowners trust Duval Glass and Mirror for expert craftsmanship, honest service, and flawless results. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote today. There's only one name for glass and mirror. It's Duval.
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Coen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645.
Longer days, warmer nights, and a backyard that brings everybody together. Spring and summer in Florida means pool days, backyard barbecues, and night swims under the stars. Hicken here for nearly 50 years. Surfside Pool has been creating the backdrops for life's best memories. From weekly service and repairs, take great care of the Hickens, remodels, commercial maintenance, new pool construction. Appreciate y'all, Surfside Pool. They do it all. If you're ready to float happy, why not now? SurfsidePools.net, the place to go. SurfsidePools.net, or call them. 246-2666. 246-2666. Surfside Pools. Summer starts here. License number CPC 044080.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
The doctors at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists have resolved my hip and foot issues, and I'm back to training for the 2028 Olympics in LA. This is Garrett Scantling, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is David Garrard. Following my knee surgeries and recovery, I'm continuing to feel great and would recommend Southeast Orthopedic to anyone who's experiencing orthopedic pain.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Bueller.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal.
Hey, Jason, I'm glad your technician could come look at my air conditioner on Monday. You guys were crazy busy.
Mondays are always crazy. What happened?
Oh, stupid AC started making a funny noise Friday night, so I had to put up with it all weekend before I could call you Monday morning.
Why didn't you call on Saturday or Sunday?
What? And leave a message for who knows when?
We answer the phone all weekend, and we can have a crew dispatched right away.
You can?
We have expert crews on call all weekend long. And if they're on call, they'd actually like to work.
You mean I could have called on Friday and had it fixed on Saturday?
Or called on Sunday and had it fixed on Sunday.
For the same price as always?
Same as Monday to Friday. We have the same world-class service at the same prices 7 days a week.
Really?
If you call on the weekend, your problem gets fixed on the weekend.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. The Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL. Now, the Monahan's Golden Moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
And that's by the way,
Here is your
pick. It's not the real pick.
golden nugget. Daniel Murphy now about to announce the World Series
champ.
I asked him, and he, because he's that way. He said the field. That's not
field.
you have to
The
say
Dodgers.
a team. Is you got to.
Well, I mean,
because really the
yeah.
answer, your true answer, in your baseball heart of hearts, with death being the penalty for missed answer, you would say the Dodgers, like everyone else.
I'll go see Sweet Jesus before I pick the
Before
Dodgers.
that-
And it's almost, the Yankees are almost up there too. I just have a hard time picking them, either one of them.
I'm not asking who you like. I'm
Fair.
not asking you who you think represents the brand of base. I'm asking you who you think's going to win. It can't take the Dodgers out. We all think the Dodgers are winning. We just don't want to say it.
Yeah.
One of us has to wear Mets gear if they don't.
Who's my pick?
The other will be wearing Braves gear when they do. And I don't know if either one of us want the other in that gear as I really think about it. I don't need that mush. Give me a team, right? Who is it? Is it the Brewers, the Cubs, the Braves? It's no one in the American League. What, the Rays or the Yankees?
The Yankees could
Red
do it.
Sox, are they good enough? I know they got hot for a while.
They would need Crochet to come back.
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't be able to pick them. I'm Cubs or Braves is where I'm leaning. Cubs or Braves. Is kind of
Braves
the ones.
still. You're still that pitching. You sure? The Braves also have an Achilles heel that no one talks about. That shortstop position is a problem.
Yeah. Okay. If you're telling me
Yeah.
that, I can't.
That short. And now they got great. They got great defenders.
Mhm.
They can play defensive short, but that and Jarvis came up. He was hot for 10 minutes. He's hitting 210.
You can
shortstop's
hide
a
the
problem.
hitting more than you can the defense
They're
in the
good.
middle of the
They're
field.
good defensive.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that lineup is capable until you get to that player at number 9.
Murph, how can a guy go from hitting in 2021 48 homers, hitting 311? I could see how you can drop, to hitting just 7 this year. 48 to 7. Vlad Jr. has 7 home runs.
Does he have one at home yet?
I don't know.
There was the longest time where he didn't have a
It sounds
home
like he
run
did
at
sign
home.
with the Mets.
Vlad Jr. has 7 home runs, hitting 261. Now, look, it's not as bad as the big slumper.
Yeah.
I think it is
How?
as bad. He has more than 7.
The big slumper's hitting 150, though.
Yeah, but how many homers?
12, 13.
That's it, huh?
Well, the three.
Yeah, but Vlad is also a lot better than the big slumper.
Well, Vlad Jr. only hit 23 home runs last year.
See, that surprised me. I thought he was a 40 guy.
And he hit 30 the year before, and 26 the year before, and 32 the year before. But he had a 48 home run year.
Like
That's
he's
what I
gonna-
remember.
he's
I just remember the
25
one.
to 30.
Yeah.
Is more than that with the big one, like you said.
Yeah.
So the 3 ideas I kind of have are either they're broken,
Okay.
which I hope is not true for the Dumper and Guerrero Jr.
And Guerrero's played the games, too. I'm not, it's not like he's played 85. He's played 112 games.
Oh, he's playing.
They've been trifling with their swing too much.
Right.
Like just unable to kind of ride the wave and just tinkering with their swing. And hopefully not the third one that they were on the gear. Those are the 3 ideas that come to my head.
Well,
Vlad's a little overrated.
He's not.
It's not as quite. I think of him as better than his resume is.
Was
I mean,
he not
he's very
really good in the series last year?
Yeah, I think he's.
I think he had a hell of a World
especially on the lead up to it too.
Yeah.
Like because he's
Yeah.
really good against the Yankees.
He
and I think he
hit,
kind of took that series
to your
over.
point, last postseason.
Yeah.
And by the way, his first 3 postseasons: 143, 125, 143, 0 homers. The first 3
wow.
postseasons. Last year,
Yeah.
397.
Yeah.
8 homers, 15 RBIs.
Yeah, that's what
That is a whale of a
big.
postseason.
Yeah,
How could that dude have 8 homers in 18 games of the postseason last
7
year
all year.
and come back this year with 7 in the month of August? That's unbelievable.
Yeah, you say that. Golly, 18 postseason games. How many he played?
18. They went 7 twice, didn't they?
What kind of postseason numbers do you think Lou Gehrig would have had if he got to play 18 games?
Yeah, they would play 6, 4,
man.
right? National League. And by the way, this is far-fetched for anybody under the age of maybe even 40. But baseball, it wasn't that long ago.
No,
The
it wasn't.
American League champion played the National League champion. And then for a long time, there were only 4 teams. The 2 division champions met. And it was
Just, I mean, the
Mets and
86
Braves,
Mets.
the Mets and Braves in '69 met as NL East and NL West champions. The
Yeah.
Braves were in the West.
It was like that in 86.
Yeah.
Houston and the Mets.
Yes.
I mean, they're just.
no, we didn't go to 4. The wild card didn't come along until like 90. The Braves in 1990, in 91, 92, that was still 2 division winners.
Yeah.
Yeah. The wild card came in 95, I think.
I think you're right.
So
It would have been with the new CBA.
Yeah.
It would honestly. That's what it
with
would have
the
been.
Rocky, it was also
and the expansion.
expansion that year. So yeah, through 1994, it was still just the 2 division winners met in the playoffs.
The difference between the slumper and Junior is that Vlad Jr.'s hit for average. Slumper's never his career high is 247.
Yeah, he's just
But he's
last year's.
220, 232, 211 now, but 159.
But
He
last-
strikes out a ton. He struck out 188 times.
Yeah, he struck out last year.
Well, he hit 211 last year. And how many home runs?
Oh, he hit
60.
247.
Oh, last year was 247.
61-25.
Yeah, what that might be, without injury,
97 walks.
that might be the biggest production fall off in Major League history
It's
without injury.
unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
He
He
said
played every
last
That's the reason why they're not in the post. I mean, they're rather not in the
He
playoff
said last
position right
night-
now.
He said it.
He said, "I
It's my
stink.
fault. Yeah.
I stink."
Well, nothing you can say to that when
No.
somebody says I got no alibi, and just
Now is he's in his 6th year. They didn't sign him to anything, right?
he's on a deal. He has
He
to
is?
be. I think he's on a deal.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll check tape on that.
I was just
I'm almost
curious,
certain
like,
he's
'cause
on a deal.
He debuted in 21 at the age of 24. Here he is.
He at Florida State.
Yes.
Florida State churn out those catchers.
Oh, yeah.
That's impressive.
Oh yeah. But 61-25 to 12 and 43. Oh.
He was banged up earlier.
Yeah.
He's on a deal, 6 years, 105.
Okay.
He signed it in 25. So this
Good
will
move.
be
Glad he did.
good work if you could find it.
Yeah. Murph, appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
Good ball talk.
Come on, you Jags.
Yes.
Fun
And,
to see you guys out there. It was nice to get out there with you a little bit. And
I just want to see the play calls. I just want to know the play calls. I need some direction.
I'll text it to you. I don't want the competition to know.
Of course,
it's
sure.
going.
Yeah.
We're not telling the Saints.
Yeah,
No, I'm
We're
not
gonna
telling the audience. I want to know
Saints.
for myself.
Browns.
Browns.
Yeah, I see what he did there. Yeah, he wants that regular season. That's 2. That's 2 little slight lobbies. For
What if they both work to perfection?
I'm out. Like
yeah.
Costanza. I'm
Yeah.
out. I'll see you.
Retire.
Mic drop.
See you later.
All right.
All right,
We'll
guys.
see you later. Back with more next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hey, gang, one big reason why I've survived 40 years on local television. It's 40 plus, by the way. It ain't my good looks, but it's my good looking suits, shirts, and ties, and that's because of Oceanside Cleaners. The very best, the major leagues, the creme de la creme in cleaning. They dominate the industry. Make it so easy. Free pickup and delivery at your home or business. Text reminders, 24/7 kiosks at 3 locations. 7 days a week in Ponte Vedra, Southside Boulevard in St. Augustine. Michael P. Harris and his family have been doing this for more than 35 years. And that means something. That stands for stability, success. They say if it's got fabric, they can clean it. And they've proven it to me time and time again. Red wine on my sports coat, no problem. cushions, outdoor cushions, make them look good as new. It's unbelievable. Oceanside Cleaners, 3 locations to serve you. Jacksonville off Southside Boulevard, Ponte Vedra, and down in St. Augustine between Marsh Creek and Sea Colony. Oceanside Cleaners. We just don't clean. We care.
I'm Frank Frangie, and I can tell you as Walk-Off Charities has grown, we now manage a large athletic facility with numerous fields, including the Bregan Baseball Complex. To get around, we needed a good, reliable golf cart. I went straight to Dynamic Drives and Design in Jacksonville. I met with Travis, told him exactly what our needs were. Would you believe before you knew it, the perfect cart was delivered to us at an incredible price? If you need a golf cart, Travis and his team are the go-to. Learn more about them at dynamicdrivesdesign.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. ET here, and it's bigger game days and UFC fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that's always coming through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late at night? Only at Twin Peaks, your #1 sports bar.
Jacksonville homes are selling, but it could take months and a low price, lower than you want to sell. It could. Doesn't have to. Getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who've proven systems that are going to drive demand and sell your home. So if you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy get instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. Max price. They're going to aggressively market. And whether you're buying or selling, fast or max, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. How's this for a bottom line? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date, agree, and move on. Keith in Atlantic Beach. I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale. Finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I called Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team, compassionate and professional, and got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million. Call Chad and Sandy today.
Frank Frangie here for my friends at Coil Fencing. You've heard me talk about our Bregan Baseball Complex with Walk-Off Charities, and we needed a batter's eye. Nobody knew how to do it. Coil figured it out, and it is great. Since then, Coil & Sons has completed hundreds of projects, including most recently our football fields at Fort Family Park. The bottom line is they do everything. They do it well. It looks great. I trust Coil & Sons. You can too. Since 1927, they've been getting it right. CoilJacks.com, C-O-Y-L-E Jacks.com. That's where you find them. A proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Let's talk insurance, or as I say, assurance, because that's what you get with my friend Mandy at the Bowers Agency. Mandy and her dream team at the Bowers Agency will personalize your insurance playbook. They will give you max protection. Not your average insurance agent. Mandy and the Bowers Agency have everything you need. Home, life, business, auto. Call Mandy at the Bowers Agency or visit them on Facebook or at bowersagencyjacks.com.
If you've been in an auto accident, you can count on the experts at San Jose Collision to return your vehicle to pre-accident conditions. San Jose Collision can also provide a fresh paint job to freshen up your vehicle or completely change its appearance. They can paint and repair all foreign and domestic cars and trucks. When quality and professionalism are important to you, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Well, Dan, it's bound to happen, and apparently it happened at practice yesterday. Called an imperfect storm, but the head coach was, quote, peed off at his offense, thought the defense brought the energy, and it's not with the passing game. He even said, the skill position guys, we made some plays in the pass game, but trying with this emphasis, right? We got to be better in the run game, and yesterday was not a day to show that. You got 5 offensive linemen that are out, and oh, by the way, the Jaguars defense, #1 run defense in the league. So you're getting tested if you're trying to get that run game up and going. And yesterday they didn't at all. And I could go ahead and give you a sneak preview of a potential narrative that could come out of the workouts tomorrow. And it might be a little, mismatched. But it'd be, I don't know the Saints defensive line, but if you're going out there with 2 running backs that are basically new and you're going out with a makeshift offensive line for these joint practices, and I don't know of the 5 offensive linemen who will be ready to suit up and return tomorrow. Maybe that's part of the reason we don't see Pregnon, and yesterday Cleveland, and of course Van Lannen's been out. McCarry hasn't practiced, so But he said it so perfectly. It's something we always talk about, whether it's colleges in a scrimmage or a training camp. You know, I'm a head coach, so I'll just be happy that the defense played well.
Yeah.
You know, if one side's doing well, it means the other is being handled, at least in the moment.
There's an interesting story that's been sort of percolating around the NFL. It has a lot of different layers. And it's this guy, Mohamed Koulibaly. And he's a young dude, and he got in over his head in business, and he was using some guys. Steve Keim's been tied to him a great deal, the old Arizona GM.
Okay.
Anyway, this Koulibaly was in a lot of debt. He ended up dead.
Mm-hmm.
And, did he get killed? What happened? The day he died, he was hysterical on the phone and asking for help. And Keim has characterized himself as one of Koulibaly's victims, but he also introduced some players. And so just something to kind of keep an eye on. He said it went downhill fast. Keim said, not only did I get my name dragged through the mud, I lost a lot of money since I was an investor. So something to watch.
And it is a tough spot when you are the guy that's hooking up all your buddies with somebody that you think it's going great. I'm going to close with this, and then we'll welcome in Jaguars today. But we went over the NBA schedule on Christmas Day yesterday, and that's always fun to see that unveiled. We also have NFL on Christmas Day now. So let me go ahead and take care of your December 25th. You ready? Here's your schedule for December 25th. Wake up.
Yeah.
Open presents.
Yeah.
Spurs Knicks at noon.
Yes.
Packers
Knicks at 5.
Packers Bears at 1.
Yeah.
Heat Celtics 2:30. Bills Broncos 4:30. Sixers Lakers 5. Thunder Wolves at 8. Rams Seahawks at 8:15, and then Nuggets Warriors at 10:30. We good?
Well, the only problem, and Mike, he didn't have us circle back to Knicks Spurs because we'll be trailing in the third quarter of that game, and then we'll storm back and win it in the fourth. So that's the part we like to watch.
I would expect you to stay through Spurs Knicks. The rest of us will be turned into Packers Bears, but you're allowed to stay there.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hello, Mike.
Hello.
What's happening?
Couple of things. This the Koulibaly guy or whatever, however you're saying.
I don't know. I just threw it out there.
Something nefarious happened to this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, either he took his own life or somebody killed him.
Yes.
And if somebody owes $1 million and goes, hey, if I can only borrow $75,000 more, which will make it possible for me to repay that $1 million.
Yeah.
That just doesn't make sense. So
good point.
Don't
the only thing I know about business is if it's too good to be true, it probably
is.
Right.
That's right.
Like, hey, we're all going to get a guarantee that you'll get initial investment back in 3 months was that deal.
Yeah.
Guarantee.
You just get greedy. As the consumer, you get greedy. Part of it is not all the time. Some of it's just low key and you drip and you end up in something. But when you are chasing returns that, the top financial analysts can't give you, it's a scam.
It is one of the guys who invested, a retired player. I recognize the name. I can't remember who it was. Put everything he had into this.
Yeah, that's the greed of wanting to triple up.
Yes, and he goes, I should have been a little more patient with some long. Exactly. Wanted to double up, triple up overnight.
And I get it. That's not necessarily, that doesn't make you terrible or weak.
No.
And greed is not like to the point that you're going to rob
Makes
someone.
you make bad decisions.
Makes you make bad decisions.
By the way, I heard you talking about that AI documentary, which I will not watch because
you don't want to.
But I came across one yesterday. I think it was on Netflix. I didn't watch it either. It was called Big Chicken. Have you heard of this?
I can't watch that because I love chicken so much.
Right.
I refuse to watch it.
It's all about like KFC and the international chicken cabal.
I can't do it. Yeah, I saw that and I almost watched that.
Bro, I can't either.
I won't watch like the fast food ones. I don't want to know.
I like an original recipe every once in a while.
No, but it's a joke here. I wipe out about 200 to 300 chickens a year by myself. I can't be reading how bad it is.
What do you got cooking today?
I don't know. I guess we'll talk about the depth chart that came out yesterday. So plenty to dig into on that.
No question. Have a great show.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Mike and Tony getting ready for Jaguars today. Jeff, our work is done.
It is. We will, don't despair, be back in 20 hours. Until then, be safe.
RJ.